Hello, creeps.
All right, welcome back to Fright Night Flicks. You're here with Dan and Darren.
What's up, guys?
What is up, everybody? Today we're reviewing the 1975 cult classic Jaws.
I can go slow ahead. Come on down and chum some of this shit.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Is it actually? I don't think it is a cult classic. I think it's just a classic.
It's just a straight horror classic. And actually, you know what? Not even just horror, just culturally relevant.
I mean, it made everybody just terrified of the water.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, I gotta tell. Okay, there's a story I read that made me die laughing because there's some. I don't even know if it's true, but I kind of hope it is.
Well, let's hear it.
All right. So after the film released, right, it caused a hysteria. People went a little crazy, a little afraid of the water.
I legit think after you watch this movie, you're going to always be a little weary in the water.
Right. I mean, you should be a little weary, but maybe overly weary, right?
Yeah, this made people overly weary, yes.
Okay, so apparently, there's two incidents that occurred. In Southern California, lifeguards saw some dolphins, thought they were sharks, cleared the beach, right?
I think that's valid, though.
Yeah, that mistake happens. I mean, I know we've seen stuff in the water where you're like, oh, what is that? You know, maybe it's a shark.
It could be a seal, could just be nothing.
Yeah. Now, in a sadder incident in Florida.
Can't wait to see where this is going. Of course,
this happened in Florida. An immature pygmy sperm whale beached itself, only to be beaten to death by bystanders who mistook it for a shark.
Wait, there's no way that's real. Well, it is Florida. It could very well be.
Dude,
real.
I mean, I hope it is real. I mean, I don't want a poor animal to beat to death, but only in Florida would they beat a poor little whale. I mean, it's beached anyways.
How do you beat up a whale?
Yeah, I would like to think they just took sticks.
That is just, I have so many questions on how that happened.
Dude, I don't even know if that's true, but I think it is.
All right, well, that's what we bring here.
All right, so for those of you who don't even know anything about Jaws, it's about a massive killer shark. I mean, it's a great white shark. Unleashes chaos on a beach community of Long Island.
Of the Long Island, indeed.
I said that kind of funny because they never really say Long Island. And is it a Long Island or is it Long Island?
Is this your comedy routine?
No. I'm wondering because I don't remember them talking. I thought it was a fictional place.
I didn't know it was based off a real place at all.
Whatever. Anyways, it's up to the local police chief, a marine biologist, and an old seafarer to hunt the beast down. So we're on a shark hunt. It's terrorizing the beaches. People are freaking out. And we got to hunt this thing down. And there's the thing about that makes this movie special is they used a real shark.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, they made a shark.
Oh, well, then they didn't use a real shark. What are you talking about?
You can't use a real shark. I mean, they made Bruce, which was an animatronic shark.
Yeah, it looks great for the time. And actually, you know what? It still looks pretty good.
It's just a little slow.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. You're right. It does a lot of meandering.
It does a lot of this, like the back and forth.
No, my favorite is when it comes out of the water, its just mouth is just going up and down, but it's not like fast at all. It's just like, hi.
Or it kind of just has its mouth open for like a little too long.
Yeah,
you know? Just like, ah.
It still works, though. It still works. By the way, it's Shark Week when this released, so we thought we had to do Jaws.
Yeah, happy Shark Week.
Yeah, of course.
By the way, we're also sick. Like, I watched this. I don't know if you're into this, but our family watches it before we go to the beach.
Well, no. Did you? We didn't even go to the beach.
Well, no, we went to Santa Cruz. Like we watched it. We usually watch like before we go to Santa Cruz.
Well, that's weird. I wouldn't do that at all. I'm not going to show my kids this. In fact, my kids have never even seen this movie, specifically because I don't want them to be afraid of the water.
Well, we actually, when we went to Hawaii, we watched while in Hawaii, we binge watched like the whole series.
Well, that's terrifying, but it is fun. So you watched the whole series?
Yeah, like went through I mean, I didn't watch them all. Brooke did. Brooke watched a bunch.
Well, how many movies are we talking here?
There's a lot.
You know, I was thinking next year for Shark Week, we could do Jaws 2. Is it good?
I mean, you're acting like that was like an epiphany. Like, of course we could.
I don't know. I'm just talking here.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched it. I can't remember.
Well,
I don't think any match the first one.
Well, of course you can't do it.
Yeah. Also, do you know there's a Jaws book?
No.
I actually almost bought it. I was in Barnes yesterday and I found one thing.
No free shout outs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beep it.
I was in a bookstore. And I saw the Jaws book and I'm like, wait a second, is that off the movie or was there a book? Well, The book came out before the movie. That's what it's based
Well,
on.
who
I
wrote
guess.
it?
Peter Benchley, Bickley,
Well,
Benchley.
is it about the movie or the
No,
shark?
no. Well, no, it's a story. What do you mean? It's a book that this is based on the book.
Wait, the movie's based on the book?
Yeah. What don't you understand about that?
Oh, I didn't know there was a book called Jaws.
I'm telling you right now.
Oh, okay.
This is me explaining that to you. I don't know what's hard to believe here.
Well, I just never heard of that. I thought they just made a movie. I didn't know it was based off of books. That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you read it?
No.
Of course not. We don't read books. We just buy them.
Dude, I am starting to read books now.
I started reading yesterday.
Yeah. I really want to get back into it.
Yeah, it's great. I have a book I've been reading for 3 years.
What is it?
It's a horror book. It's like My Heart is a Chainsaw. I know it sounds weird, but that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look forward to hearing about that.
It's okay. It obviously slowed down. I think that's why I stopped reading it, but I'll finish it one day.
I'm
I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, I'm going to move on from that.
We can do that.
So I also saw in there was a Midsummer book because I went to the movie section. There was a Midsummer book, and I think it's the script they sell in like a book form. I wanted to buy it, but it was like $60. I'm like, I would probably never read it.
So you're just reading the movie?
I don't know. There wasn't enough on it. It looked like a script. The outer book looked like it was going to be a script.
Okay. Confirmed it's a script book?
Well, it's not confirmed. I don't know.
Why would you would actually want to read that?
No, and for $60, definitely not.
All right. Well,
I also think I could just look online and find the script.
yeah, I don't think you need a book.
Right.
Okay.
So, but that did interest me.
So we're watching Jaws today or reviewing it.
All right, this is directed by Steven Spielberg. Writers Peter Binkley, Carl Gittelaub. So that Peter must be the same. Yeah, you guys know I don't
Or
pronounce his
Gottlieb.
right.
Gottlieb sounds more familiar.
That's way more familiar.
Well, I mean,
It's a sports guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, that's not him. But
could be his dad. I don't know.
anyways, actors, we had Richard Dreyfuss, Roy Schneider, and Jeffrey Voorhees.
Oh, wow.
I threw Jeffrey Voorhees in because he plays Alex, and I just thought that he's got a Voorhees. You don't see that often.
I've never seen that last name other than Jason.
Right.
Yeah, cool.
So
Who's Alex, the kid?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the one who I think gets eaten.
Oh, rip, dude. That was tough.
I actually have some. Okay, by the way, this show we have a ton of trivia. There's some good stuff at the end, so stay around for it.
I can't wait to find out what you got for us.
Well, one of them is Alex, a reunion, and Alex apparently owns a sandwich shop, and the name of the sandwich is pretty funny.
All right.
So we'll get
stay for the sandwich information. You're really selling them on that.
Okay, then we also have a composer I threw in, John Williams, because he made the dun dun.
Oh, he made the noise of the shark guy. Iconic. Yeah, so good.
I mean, come on. So obviously this movie's iconic, but was it really rated well? Did people really find it that good? And the answer is absolutely yes. Critics a 97, audience a 98. Has to be the highest rated movie we've done.
I legit didn't know how it was going to be rated. I looked at the Rotten Tomatoes before you mentioned that. And yeah, I'm shocked at how high it is, but it makes sense. It is good. I just am surprised people rated it that high.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, no, I'm not really that surprised.
I guess, yeah. I don't know.
Let's talk more about how surprised or not surprised we are.
Because part of me is like, because it's a killer shark.
Dude,
normally you wouldn't think you get high reviews, but it is a great movie. So yeah.
I mean, honestly, I really just don't even care that much about the ratings, like the scores. It's like fun to bring it up, but I really don't care what people score.
It's more just interesting to see what the general zeitgeist is.
Don't use words like that.
Right, guys? Right.
I don't like that word.
I mean, I'm having to come up with off the top of my head. That's the first thing that popped in.
Just the feel of the community, you know?
Sure, yeah.
All right. So we know the scores, but what did the people have to say? We will find out right after we talk about what our people had to say about our show. Because
amazing transition.
So if you guys don't know, we have a little game going on, or challenge, I guess. We need 4 more Apple reviews. We're at 76. If we get 4 more, we're doing a bonus podcast. And I'm going to break it to you. We're going to just do a bonus podcast and hope we get to that 80.
Yeah. I was talking to Dan on the way over here to his house to do the podcast. And why?
You
didn't need that much information,
no.
but I told them, like, you know what? We're going to hit 80. I don't care anymore. I'm going to put out a post and let you guys just pick whatever movies you guys want. The top voted ones, we'll put in a poll on Patreon. And
so make it clear, where are you putting this post out?
The post is going to go on Patreon and YouTube. It's going to be open to the public. Anyone can just put whatever movies they want us to review. The ones with the most likes on YouTube, and then we'll just pick some from Patreon, whichever ones we like. And then we'll do like the top voted ones will go on Patreon where the final vote will be, only because I can put a bunch of movies on there in the poll.
Okay, so if you see it, put the movie you want. I'm throwing out Bone Tomahawk, all right? Know nothing about it other than people keep telling me to watch it, and I know there's a really like shocking twist. I have no idea what that is. I don't even know what it's about. Apparently it's horror, not comedy, horror Western movie.
Yeah, I don't even care. But we're going to put it out and just get this thing going even before we hit the 80 because we know we're going to get there. So thanks to everyone who's left us a review. We really appreciate it. And hey, we hit our goal-ish.
Yeah, Spotify, we're at 187. I don't even remember what the goal was. So
it was
that's
160.
Awesome. Yeah, so you guys did awesome there. And we're at like 1,035 followers.
Yeah, so thank you guys for everyone who decided to hang out with us. By the way, I forget who wrote the comment on Spotify, but someone said they told their friend, or no, their friend told them about the podcast. Shout out to whoever that is, because thank you for telling your friend about the podcast and getting someone else into it.
Yeah, I love to hear that stuff.
Oh man, again, we've said it before, but it rejuvenates the soul. It's like, oh, awesome.
Speaking of soul rejuvenation, we have some Apple comments now.
What's up, guys? Quick editor's note here. I'm not sure why Daniel keeps saying comments. He means reviews. So these are people who have left reviews on Apple we're going to read now. All right, back to the show.
When you leave comments on Apple, we'll read them on the podcast because they're so few and far between. The weird thing about it is sometimes they post, like, you may leave a comment. I feel like it's not going to show up for a while.
It takes a while for that thing to register. I don't know why Apple does that.
Yeah, because we have like 4 here, and they're like, some of them are older.
My favorite are you guys who will redo a review, and then it pops up new again.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's called gaming the system.
Hey, go for it. I don't care. We'll read it.
Yeah. Well, let's start with Josh Creech. Eye-catching review here. As a person who can't even watch horror movies, but still wants to consume the stories that get told, this podcast tells the stories in an easy to understand and funny way as they talk and banter their way through a bunch of haunting stories. Love the podcast. I can't wait to listen every time I clock into work. Keep it up.
Awesome. Thank you. What a great review.
Yeah, and it actually kind of hits it. That's what we do. We basically retell the story and then just talk trash while we do it.
Well, I mean, not necessarily trash. Just give some fun insights, and we just like watching the movies and talking. So that's what we do.
It is funny, though, because that was the point of the podcast where I'm like, I want to hear like someone go through the movies. There's certain parts of movies you want to hear people talk about. And sometimes you listen to a podcast, they don't even talk about, the scenes that you want to hear.
I know, because I actually listen to a lot of different horror movie podcasts, and I'm not like putting them down, but sometimes I'm like, man, I wish you guys would go through the movie because I like to almost relive it. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes this fun. As we watch the movie and then we just talk about it, it's like you get to go through it again.
Yeah. Next we have Came for the Nachos. Entertaining dum-dums.
See, he gets us. Or she. They get us.
Do you enjoy your dumb friends constantly correcting each other about things that barely matter? Yeah, me too. You will have a blast with these guys. For me, the review barely matters. The fun is trying to predict how far in they get before they derail each episode, arguing like a married couple. Keep it up, guys. You're my weekly comedic therapy.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, that is what we do.
Yeah, I can't say you're wrong.
You should see the stuff I've cut out the podcast. We used to argue a lot back in the day. We don't so much anymore.
Yeah, I feel like there was more pressure or like, let's be honest, when you start these things, it's a ton of work and you're doing it for like a handful of people. And you're kind of like, is this even going to go anywhere? I don't know. And, it may spark some arguments here and there.
Yeah, well, plus we're kind of figuring out our style and how it works. I would argue with Daniel that they're too freaking long. Then I get mad because I have to edit them. And then we'd argue about that. We did that quite a bit. There's a lot of times I'd argue about the length of the podcast.
The length of the podcast has come up a lot. And then it's like, you need to like tone down these outlines and you need to stop putting so much in. And I'm like, I think that's the podcast. You got to have this stuff in. It'd be an argument back and forth. And to be honest, I've had the argument with him and he's agreed with me every single time, but yet it would still come up. Like we probably had this argument 10 times and it gets to the exact same point. And it's gotten to now where he argues with me and I know he's just going to get over it and realize that he's wrong. So I'll just let it happen.
How it usually goes is by the end of the podcast, I'm tired and I'm frustrated that I have to edit this whole thing when it's 2 hours long. And then I'm like, Daniel, these are way too long. You got to cut it down. And then I go home and edit it. And I'm like, you know what, Dan, that was good. I was wrong. I'm sorry. And then we just redo it.
Yep, exactly.
Groundhog's Day. I know what I am.
Next, we have Joe Dirt, aka Jason Voorhees. Hilarious horror podcast. Came across this pod a couple months ago and I'm absolutely loving the vibe. It's fun, funny, and makes you feel like you're having a beer with your two buddies while they discuss horror movies. Great work. Keep it up.
I just love to hear that because that is kind of what we're going for.
That comes up a lot, actually. I've heard a similar comment like that multiple times.
I think it's because we don't take ourselves seriously at all.
We don't take ourselves serious, and because we're twins, we can say things to each other that other people don't.
Yeah, they probably fight in the podcast, but we just let it roll off our shoulders.
Yeah.
It's not even that. It's like brotherly banter anyways.
Yeah, it's just kind of how we are. But it is funny because like if you don't know someone as well, you can't like, if I said some stuff I say to you to somebody else, it would probably be like, they're just not going to come and do the podcast.
Well, that's interesting you say that because I'm kind of thinking maybe you need to be a little nicer to me, Dan.
Oh God, you might gonna start getting comments. Be nice to Darren.
Let him know.
And then you'll get the flip side. I'll be like, Darren's an idiot. He deserves every bit of it.
And both can be true.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have a name that again I feel like the letters mean something. But if I read it just how it's written, it's TJB3D. But I feel like the 3 is an E, so it's bed. Tishbed?
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go with that. One of my favorite podcasts. I love horror, and these guys do a great job covering it. They have great chemistry and are funny. So glad I found the podcast. Keep it up.
Gosh, thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Great comment.
We do so much work. It just is so nice to get the love. And we do get a lot of love, actually. So thank you guys.
Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, 95% of our comments are just awesome.
Yeah, and keep it up.
And that 5% can go F themselves.
Yeah, don't care. We are who we are.
Yeah. Next, we have Gizmo Grim 06. You've heard the name before.
He's back.
Midsummer, The Witch. I guess that's what he made it on. So again, this one got delayed or something.
Well, but there's two different movies.
That was his title.
You have equals. Gizmo Grim equals Midsummer?
I just hit the wrong button.
Oh, okay.
I thought about typing 2 separate reviews to get the numbers up, but I decided not to. So this will just be my 5th review.
I love it.
Talking about 2 movies. The first movie is Midsummer. One, I remember watching this movie in theaters on opening day, and it was abnormally silent. And when it got to the part where the 2 old people jumped off a cliff, a guy that was eating M&Ms closed the box and put it away.
Yeah, I can imagine watching that movie in the theater would be quite the experience, especially during the banging scene.
Is it like, what, you just kind of like look around like,
oh my gosh. That would have been great though, because the shock.
I would have enjoyed, dude, me and you would have been laughing in the back.
100%.
Come on. We'd be then you'd be looking at people too to see like, how's that person reacting?
Oh man, yeah.
At the end of the movie, no one talked, got up and walked out quietly.
I mean, that is that kind of movie where you're just like, wow, what an experience.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what do you do? Laugh, clap? I don't know. As for The Witch, you guys breaking down the movie so well, I had to watch it for myself. I put off the movie so long, but then you guys reviewed it. I even had my fiance watch it, and she loved it, even though she hates scary movies. Will you guys review Evil Dead Burn? As always, love the pod. Hope you guys are doing well and reach the goal.
All right. Thank you very much for your 5th review.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Will we do Evil Dead Burn? Maybe eventually. You know what's funny? I don't love Evil Dead movies.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well,
okay. I mean, it's just, we've hit the major ones. There are a couple that aren't bad, but they're very gory.
You know what it is to me is like what Jaws, for example, does really well is there's moments of terror, but there's also moments where it's like chill kind of adventure vibes. You get a break. I feel like Evil Dead movies, I'm exhausted after watching them.
They do hit you hard, but yeah, will we do it? Probably, but not like right away.
Is Evil Dead Burn the new one?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe. I can't promise, but I'm sure eventually we will.
Dude,
we'll be around for a while.
We have so many podcasts we have to do. I mean, like so many movies we're wanting to do that it's hard to like fit them in, honestly.
Legit have a list of like 50 ones that I'm really excited to do eventually.
Yeah.
And it just keeps growing because then there's new movies and you get backlogged. It's like, oh God.
And I get like all these comments that are like, hey, you should watch this, which I like, keep doing it. And I put them on the list, but I'm like, I don't know when we'll get to it.
I don't want to say this, but we're not even through the reviews. It's already going a little long, Dan.
Okay. Next, we have Monotone Panda. I look forward to your reviews every week. Love the podcast. Keep it up.
Simple, sweet. Thank you. I think I feel like we already did that.
We might have. It's confusing because I don't know. It is because they put the Apple reviews pop up, and I'm like, I don't feel like we read. Who knows? We could have read all those before and just forgot. That's possible.
It is
because we went on vacation and stuff. Stuff gets lost.
It's been busy. I hope you guys all had a great summer.
Yeah,
it's almost over.
It is. All right. Now, last order of business, we have some new members and some members that just upgraded. So we have Quinn Mosley who upgraded. Thank you, Quinn. And I want to shout out Comics because he's back again. And the reason I thought of Comics is somebody left a comic book comment where they're like, while I'm watching or listening to your podcast, I do comics. And I'm like, is that comics?
Yeah, that's really funny. I saw that too. I don't know if it is or not.
We also have, he did an awesome Venom. I should have showed you. It's up on the wall. You can't see it. It's cool.
Not the wall you guys see on the real wall behind the wall. So I don't know why you're pointing. It's not there.
Well, it is up there. You just can't see it.
And thank you guys for joining up. And Comics, great to see you again.
All right. Back into the movie we're supposed to review, right?
Let's go.
All right. What did people say about Jaws? Starting with Will. Movie was great. Theater was great. Popcorn and soda was super sad. Small for the price. 5 stars. Apparently, he's reviewing a theater.
People are interesting where they think that matters. Like, who wants to read your review about popcorn?
Okay, there was something weird going on here. It's almost like people who went to a movie had to review it because there was quite a few reviews that were talking about the theater experience.
I mean, I feel like people just get angry and they just want to vent somewhere. So they do it in reviews, which is interesting. Well, I mean, honestly, who wants to read it? We do because it's funny. So there you go.
Yeah. Next, we have Aaron. Classic that got better with age. 5 stars.
100%. I actually agree with that.
Now we have Zeno. I like the smart people and I don't like the big bad shark. 1 star. Confusing. Not sure.
Who was smart in this? The Richard Dreyfuss, maybe?
I think he liked Richard Dreyfuss and didn't like the shark, but I also didn't like the movie.
I gotta say, I love the shark, so I don't totally
also
get that.
Didn't love Richard Dreyfuss. He did great in the movie, but his character, I turned on him at the end. And I'm a Quint guy through and through.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Marianne. So this was the film that launched Steven Spielberg's career? Geez, I feel sorry for the shark. The last scene where the shark hunter gets et seems fair enough to me. Why are we supposed to care about him? Damn if the film gave me a reason. Go shark. 1 star.
So we have a shark fan. This person didn't like that the shark ate the guy, or didn't?
And apparently found no reason we're supposed to care about Quint. Quint was probably my favorite character.
He is definitely a fun character. Whatever. I don't know. What do you give him 1 star to Jaws? Come on.
Yeah. F off.
Yeah.
Showed worth watching. Really great cast. Storyline, not so good. 3 stars.
Oh man. I like the storyline.
I mean, it's simple and effective. Right? Sure. Let's just move to our initial impressions. What do you think about Jaws?
It's funny, going into Jaws, I actually wasn't that excited to watch it. I thought it was boring for some reason.
You know what? I was kind of thinking the same.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, we'll do it for Shark Week, but whatever. After watching it, I love it. It is so good. It's way better than I even remember.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, what do we say about this? It's a Spielberg movie, so it's got that fun vibe, like I mentioned earlier, but it's also super creepy. The shark's amazing. I love his personality. I feel like he's a dick. He's just like effing with people, you know?
Yeah, he definitely's got a little bite to him.
Yeah, it's just fun. And man, I'm someone who actually is kind of afraid of the water, especially ocean. Oh my gosh, just thinking about what's underneath you. And then having the shark, this killer shark in that setting is just terrifying. And I love the way they did it with the practical effects. It just looked great. I mean, the blood in the water too was awesome. I like the characters and I like the storyline. I like the beach setting. It's a great like summer vibe. It was great.
Well, I think you gloss over the characters. I mean, the Chief is awesome. Chief Brody. He just is a good actor and plays it well. I like that they made him a transplant, so he's kind of like not a local. He's kind of an outcast.
He's new in town.
You have the whole dynamics between him and the city, trying to protect the city and like keep money coming in, but like also not get people killed. So that's a big thing in the movie.
Yeah, you have this mayor who's kind of a villain who just is kind of only concerned about money.
I mean, you have a salty old sea captain in Quint that, dude, this guy's lines had me dying.
He's so good because he's just so quirky and weird.
I mean, sometimes he says things, I had to like read it and like think about it because it didn't make sense to me. But it does make sense once you dig in.
Oh.
But he talks in like seaman words.
We are children.
So those guys, I mean, he's great. And then the scientist, Richard Dreyfuss, he's just a good character and good actor.
I have to say this so we don't forget. Obviously, the music, the score, the sound of the shark, iconic.
Oh, dude. Well, that's the funny thing about it is Jaws isn't in the movie very much. The Sharks only has 4 minutes of screen time.
But it's a lot of like POV of Jaws or just like the dread of him coming towards you.
Well, that's what they did great because we'll get into it in the trivia at the end. Tons of issues with the shark. Like, here's the thing. Spielberg wanted to do this in the actual ocean, didn't think about salt water, didn't work out well.
Ooh, that'd be crazy to do this in the ocean.
It was. And apparently the first shark that they did, like the scene they had, the thing like sunk to the bottom
of the ocean.
Yeah, like it just malfunctioned. So they had a really hard time even getting shots of it. So what they did instead is we had those underwater shots where you kind of are the shark, and they added that score in, or the music, the dun 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 dun.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, they added that in, so you don't even have to see the shark to feel the shark. And like even the buoys, like that's a great touch. You attach a buoys to a shark. Shark doesn't even exist. You're just watching a buoy move around the water, but it portrays the shark.
Yeah, because you know the shark's somewhere around the buoy.
And you can see it. It's like it turns around and now it's coming at you. You know?
I did think the buoys were a great effect.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I mean, like we talked about, when you see the shark, it is funny. Like it's almost corny because its mouth, it's just open for so long, but it still works. It looks better than CGI 1,000%.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was gonna say 100%, but you already said 1,000, so we'll go with that.
1,100.
There just are some funny scenes like that, but I don't even mind it. I mean, shoot, this movie was made in the 70s.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. So they did a great job. Amazing job.
You know what's great about movies like this is you don't even realize it, but while you're watching, you're kind of thinking of it like a survival guide, because you almost feel like you're learning how to deal with a shark. You know what I mean?
No.
Well, I do. like when you see people in water and like they're flowing around, you're like, oh, you can't do that because the shark's going to get you. Like, were you going to go float around on a yellow raft?
Well, is that something you shouldn't do with I mean, I guess if a shark's around, but do yellow rafts attract sharks?
I don't know. There's just things I saw. Like if you hit the shark in the nose, apparently that'll let you go, and it's kind of a way to get away. Well, you're not. No.
Well, I mean, is that true? I think
I looked into all this, so yes, there is some truth to some of it.
Well, yeah, but you had to do additional research to figure out.
I just feel like when you're watching it, you are like putting yourself in that position.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah.
And you see things that do and don't work. I
just don't think I would have been able to survive the shark because I watched this movie.
Well,
a shark.
I guess that's your attitude. I think I probably could now.
All right. Well,
I mean, in certain situations, there's some you have no chance.
With a great white shark like this, I don't think you have a chance at all.
I think you might have more than you think.
Okay. Well, we'll find out.
At the end, I'm going to have shark surviving rules. So
okay.
I looked it up.
All right. I'm excited. Let's see what you got.
Now, the biggest thing about this movie is that it's rated PG.
Whoa. What?
We have severed limbs. We have side tit shots. I mean, dude, there's some gruesome photos of shark bites. It was PG.
Yeah, blood all over the place. That is wild. Well, just like Poltergeist, we were shocked that was PG. This actually surprises me more.
Okay, so I dug a little more in on why these are rated PG. Like we had these couple in a row that did it. And that's because PG-13 didn't even come out until like 1984.
So it's just PG or R?
It was G, PG, R.
Okay. I guess I get that.
So there was a lot more leeway in that PG range, but it's crazy to see that.
I mean, because the movie is pretty clean as far as language goes. And like you said, there's not like that. I guess there's side boob. I didn't even notice that. I'm sure. Doesn't surprise me you did.
I mean, you should have noticed. I mean, what about the underwater shot with her?
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess she was naked, huh?
I mean, she was supposed to be. All right, well, let's get into the breakdown. The movie begins and we are in the ocean under the water. And I do love these shots that I don't even know how I think a guy developed like a method to shoot underwater where it's like steady like that. I read something about it.
Yeah, it's cool. So already ominous, like we're looking through the shark's point of view, or even like what's out there.
Yeah, and you hear that duh. So like anytime you hear that now, you know the shark and you can feel it. And he's just milling around in the water, you know?
Just scoping it out, do a little recon mission.
So we see that, but then we jump over to the late night beach party. And it's actually like gone so late, it's almost morning time.
That's a crazy late party.
Yeah, I mean, kids are younger, you know? We ain't doing that no more.
Oh, heck no. You gotta be wrecked for the next day.
Yeah. Now, we're on Amity Island, and this was filmed on Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts. What do you know about Martha's Vineyard?
Whoa, wait, it's Widow's Bay. They talk about Martha's Vineyard, right?
Actually, I wasn't even thinking that, but that could be true because it's an island or something.
Well, yeah, weren't they like that's their competition? Like the mayor of Widow's Bay is always like, oh, we want to be like Martha's Vineyard or F Martha's Vineyard, something like that.
Right. But you could have also told me Martha's Vineyard is an actual vineyard and I would have bought it.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, apparently it's an island.
Cool. Well, we're not from the East Coast. We're West Coast guys. So there you go.
Now, tonight at the party, we have a nice little bonfire. I love a nice beach bonfire going.
It seems like a great time. We never went to a beach bonfire party.
No, we haven't actually.
We never got invited to one. Sad.
No, no, I can't remember one.
Why would we ever be there? We never hung out.
Not there, but like other places, like Santa Barbara, or like somewhere else.
Didn't go to the beach.
Yeah, me either. There's a guy playing a harmonica, a guy on a guitar. We have it's like a dueling musical instruments. Maybe too many, actually.
Two tryhards, if you ask me.
Hey, if you bring out a guitar, I'm going to shoo you away. I
remember someone in high school brought out a guitar. I'm like, dude, that's so cornball.
I'm just not the guy that's going to sit and listen to somebody play a mediocre guitar.
If you're at a party, I mean, like a legit party, and someone busts out a guitar, like, come on, man.
Unless you're like playing like an electric guitar and you got some like gnarly riff going on.
Yeah, but if you're doing like some chill type music.
Like Jack Johnson.
Yeah. Eat banana pancakes. We did make fun of that guy though, by the way. Shout out if you're listening to the podcast.
What guy?
Well, I'm not going to say his name.
Oh, this happened?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
I was at a party. Yes.
Was I there?
I don't know. It was okay. Do we have to talk about it right now?
Well, you said we made fun of the guy. You put me in on it. I just don't remember this.
I mean, I don't even know if you were there. I have no idea.
Okay, but that somebody played Jack Johnson on a guitar.
No, it wasn't Jack Johnson. It was just he was playing like a slow song on guitar. I thought that was incredibly weird.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would have to roast. I couldn't help it.
No, he should understand.
I would go straight Quint on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really liked Quint, and I feel like I want to be more like him.
I'm just gonna say
he's my role model.
That's weird that you're taking such like I don't know, you've got this relationship. I don't understand because I don't think he was like that great.
Well, there's actually a darker side of Quint. Sound like a pretty big alcoholic.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. You know what? I will say, I'm not gonna give it away. I was shocked by the ending. I did not know things happened.
Oh.
Yeah, did not remember that.
All right, well, let's go back to the party. We're drinking weed. We're smoking beer. Wait, that's not right. They're drinking beer, smoking weed. There was a priest there too. I just noticed a priest. Thought that was interesting.
They gotta let loose too.
Well, and more importantly, there's a couple of horny kids. Old Cassidy and Chrissy. Now, they don't even know each other. They just seem to like lock eyes. And then Chrissy gets up, runs off. Now, Cassidy's chasing after her. The reason I say they don't know each other is like, what's your name, while they're running?
Well, yeah, she was kind of sitting on her own, not even part of the group. I'm not really sure what she was up to.
Yeah, it's kind of a dangerous situation. Like, she could have been a serial killer or something.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it. I don't know why she wants to go swimming.
Well, she takes off sprinting. This guy's trying to catch her. He's drunk, though. So he's like trying to take off his shirt, and he's like falling in the sand. She strips off naked, totally naked, runs right into the ocean. Excellent side boob shot. Just have to say.
You gotta,
there, it's right here.
I'm not showing. I'm not showing you.
That right there.
I liked when he's running. He's like, I'm not drunk, and he's falling around. I'm like, no one asked you. Why would you say that?
Yeah, she doesn't even know who you are. But
they lock eyes. Why is she running into the ocean? Plus, who swims and like in the ocean in the morning? Even you know how cold that would be.
It would be tough. I mean, you're drinking. It's a party. It's not unheard of to go in the ocean. However, it is very dangerous, and I'm actually glad he didn't make it in. I think he might have drowned because she doesn't go just in the shallow. She swims out into the ocean a little ways. She makes it to a buoy.
Yeah, she swims so far out. And again, I do not like dark water like that. You know how creepy that'd be swimming on your own that far out in the like morning, or I guess it's like deep into the night.
Yeah, I don't love it. That's all.
What was she thinking was going to happen?
Well, I think she was just going for a swim. I think she's just a fun-loving type, you know?
We'll go
Wild
with that.
spirit, one might say.
All right.
So anyways, this dude crashes out on the shore, doesn't even get in the water, totally passes out. He's done. Kind of shocking.
Well, yeah, he seemed wide awake, and then now he's asleep.
So Chrissy's swimming around, and like I said, you can see the sun start to rise, so it's starting to brighten a little bit. And I love this camera shot for a couple reasons.
Oh, the underwater?
The underwater shot.
It is such a good one, not only for the view, but also, I know that's what he's going for.
I really wasn't, but I just think it's so awesome how they shoot. First of all, it's further down than you would expect. Like, it's in the depths, it feels like.
Yeah, real deep.
And you can see the light from the sun start to like illuminate the top of the water. And then you got this naked chick swimming around.
So it's a win-win.
I can't help it, but like, you know, she's naked. They have a shot coming from underneath. If you're a liar if you're not doing this. You have to look to see, like, what are they showing you? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because I'm like, is she actually naked?
Right. So you do focus in on things. You don't see anything.
Do you feel like that needed to be said in the podcast?
I just want people to admit that they look at that and don't make me feel like a pervert.
You're trying to make them feel like a pervert when
Right.
you're the perv.
I think we all are.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Now, while she's swimming, you hear da-da,
Oh, man.
da-da. Then the camera view changes. We switch to the surface shot. All of a sudden, old Chrissy, she gets pulled under. And you know it's a shark attack when they start bobbing. Especially when they seem to pop out further in the water than they should. You know what I mean? They kind of raise out of the water.
Yeah, like someone who plays water polo, I'd imagine, where they have
Yeah.
real strong footwork. I don't know. I never played water polo. But yeah, so she pops out and you're like, oh my God, how terrifying. You're alone in the ocean and there's a shark at your feet. Like, come on.
It's not good.
No.
Well, then she gets thrashed around where she's getting thrown side to side. She ends up like getting away for a second, makes it to a buoy. Jaws ain't having that shit. The buoy ain't going to help you. And she just gets drug under the water. Gone.
Just a terrifying scene. And not only that, she goes under and then it's just calm.
Quiet.
The calm water, like nothing ever happened.
Beautiful.
Jaws, the ultimate killer.
He's pretty good at it.
He is the ultimate stealth kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, great opening.
So the next morning we meet Police Chief Brody. Now he'll be our main protagonist of the movie.
Dang, you've really been reading that book, haven't you?
Yeah, I just got a book. It's like breaking down movies. I'm excited to read it. I haven't read a page yet.
Yeah, well,
I just got it today though, so don't get on me about that.
so he has hope.
Yeah. So he wakes up at his beachside house. And like I said earlier, he's from New York. He's not from here. He's a transplant. So I think this is actually like his first year at this place, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think they just got there.
Yeah. And now he's not alone. Well, it's definitely his first summer. So he's not alone. He has his wife, Ellen, and two sons, Sean and Michael. Now, something you need to know about Brody, moved to an island, but hates water, hates boats.
You know what's funny? I didn't even realize. I know you mentioned this already, but I just connected the dots. I didn't even realize this was an island.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. Maybe you just need the job.
I guess, yeah, sometimes you do just need a job. They do mention something about he like says a joke about drowning, like he had a phobia of drowning, but they didn't build on that story. So you don't really know why.
You didn't need to build it in. We understand. Some people just don't like the water.
Wouldn't move to an island though. You pretty much are on a beach.
It made for a fun character though.
All right. So he gets a phone call. Basically, he learns there's a missing girl on the beach. So he has to go into town. And when he drives in, you see the Amity Island welcome sign. And they have the 50th annual regatta, July 4th through 10th. So we have a big event coming up. And I have a question for you.
Sure.
What's a regatta?
A boat? Is it a boat?
I think it's like a boat race or selling event.
Oh.
I feel like it's for the upper class. I could give an F about a regatta.
Well, yeah, I'm not really a boat person. I like to go on other people's boats. I would never want one. It seems like a lot of work.
Dude, so much work. I know people who have boats. It just seems, it's one of those things that ends up just costing a lot of money.
Yeah, I think that's like a classic line.
It's like a pool. I don't want a pool. I just want to know people that have pools.
Well, actually, I would like a pool.
I mean, I would love a pool if I was like a rich person.
Yeah, have someone else take care of the pool, a pool guy. But then, then that introduces other problems.
Like what?
Well, you don't want a pool guy around your house, you know?
Nervous about your relationship?
No, I'm secure. I'm just saying it's just
Doesn't
a problem.
sound like it, dude. I would have thought of that.
All right, well, let's keep going.
So Chief Brody makes it to the beach and he talks to Cassidy. So Cassidy's the one who's called in this missing report. I guess he remembered running to the beach, but Chrissy ain't there anymore. I actually would think that she just like left. Maybe he found her clothes and like she's not there.
That's what I thought was funny because he passed out. Why would he even assume she didn't just get out and leave?
Yeah, he doesn't even know her.
I liked how kind of relaxed or chill he was about the situation. He's like, yeah, man, I saw this girl. I think she's dead.
That's not what he said because I wrote this down because he said it so nonchalantly. He's like, she must have drowned.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
No emotion to it.
He had no attachment to her at all. What, she didn't know her, but she's a human.
Also,
have a soul.
I mean, if he cared that little, why'd he even call?
Yeah, and we can move on. He was just a character, and now he's gone.
Now, while they're having this conversation, they hear Officer Hendricks blow his whistle because he found Chrissy. And all that's left of Chrissy is her hand and some hair. I mean, I imagine her whole body, actually. But maybe missing a leg or so.
Yeah, maybe not the whole thing. We don't really see, but obviously it looks like a shark attack.
Yeah, she's buried in the sand, and the disturbing part is they have crabs just crawling all over her.
Just body melting away.
Did you know that's a real hand?
What hand?
coming out of the sand.
The sand hand?
It's a sand hand. They buried a cast member, or they said they buried, but they had to have a real person in there, stick their hand out.
That's cool.
So we have our first victim. Brody goes back to his office. Medical inspector calls. Probable cause of death. Obviously, it's a shark attack, right?
Shark Attack 101. We know this.
But we have a big problem because the town's filling up for the regatta. Lots of money coming into the town. You can't really go around shutting down the beach.
Yeah, they've definitely built in that this is a big event for the town. This is where they make all their money, so we can't scare off the tourist.
Dude, this is so Widow's Bay, or Widow's Bay is so this. It's the same thing. It's just a ghost story instead of a shark attack.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
It's the same thing.
Same thing. There you go. Watch Widow's Bay.
Great premise.
I would love to review Widow's Bay. That was so much fun.
Dude,
We talked about last episode. Or what was that? Actually, it might have been members only. Become a member.
If we get enough members, eventually we'll have enough money where maybe we'll have more time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To do those type of reviews.
By the way, we're dropping End of Days. I don't know if it's out yet, but it's coming out soon. That's the members only podcast this month. So enjoy that and become a member.
Yeah. And if you liked that movie,
watch the review.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
It was a fun one.
Now, I do like, and maybe this is like a Spielberg touch, how they show the small town issues. It isn't just about the shark attack. You get to see like the normal life here because the police chief has like the normal stuff he has to deal with, which happens to be kids karate chopping fences and parking issues.
Do you want to talk about that?
Well, I just like that, like they show like what's going on in the town. Like a shark attack isn't on their list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like their normal stuff is very mundane.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a small little town. Sure, Dan.
Okay. Well, thank you for that.
I mean, kids are karate chopping fences.
They are. It's a problem.
I think what you're seeing is Brody seems understaffed. There's only like 2 lawmen, him and his deputy. I don't know what the title is.
Yeah, there's 2 guys, 2 cops. That's it on the island. But in the summer, they do up it.
You do see he has to deal with a lot of garbage, like junk.
Not
actually. He's not a
Maybe
garbage
though,
man.
that's possible. I'm sure that people complain about that too.
He seems to have to do everything.
Right. Now, what he has to do though is close down a beach. He doesn't even have signs. He has to go to the local store, get supplies, build the signs. As soon as he walks out of the store, we got another problem. Hendricks pulls up, his deputy, and the Boy Scouts are going to old Avril Bay.
And you're like, oh no.
And they're going for that mile swim merit badge.
Not a good time to do it.
It's going to be a freaking bloodbath.
Frenzy.
So the chief tells him, hey, dude, beaches are closed. And he heads straight to the beach because he's got to shut this down. Now, the interesting thing, though, when he arrives, he sees these guys swimming, but yet doesn't warn them.
I did think that was interesting. But, you know, in the real world, if there's just one shark attack, I don't think you think it's going to then come back and keep attacking people.
That is, I mean, you kind of would, but you also don't want to like cause a frenzy here.
I mean, has there ever been a shark that just goes around and terrorizes a beach before?
Bro, I've got some.
Oh my gosh, this is real?
Oh, there's some real stories.
I'm not going in the water anymore.
Yeah, we'll hit them. I throw them in. There's a couple that'll be coming up.
Oh man. Okay, I'm
there's
kind
some
of excited.
legit shark attacks. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
All right. So where he pulls up, though, he's got to take a ferry to get to the other side of the island where the Boy Scouts are. Before he can do that, the mayor shows up with a little bit of backup. You see, he brought the medical examiner and the newspaper editor with him.
So you get the vibe. These are the guys that run the town.
Yeah. And the mayor basically tells him, hey, you're trying to shut these beaches down. You don't really have the authority to do that. And it wasn't even a shark attack. So I don't know why you're freaking out about this.
Yeah. So you're like, hold on. It was, though. The medical examiner said so.
Well, the medical examiner is here and he's got a different story now because he says, could have been a boating accident. And I'll go ahead and amend the report.
Shady
Very
stuff
shady.
going on.
Well,
I wish one of these guys got eaten, honestly.
Yeah, I could have seen the mayor die. That'd be cool, that
would have been good.
Well, the mayor just basically builds a whole fake story where he's like, oh, it was a summer girl, goes swimming. She gets a little tired. Old fishing boat comes trolling along, hits her in the head with a propeller. Whoops, she's dead.
Completely reasonable.
I said propeller. It's propeller.
Yeah, but they get it. You're close enough. So this is the whole issue in the movie is that you have the sheriff who's concerned about the shark attack. Meanwhile, the mayor and his goons don't want to admit that it's a shark attack so they can make money in the summer.
Right. It's a big deal. I get it.
I do get like it's a big deal to shut a beach down when you have all this money coming in.
Yeah, it would. I mean, a small town like that, it would hurt the economy quite a bit.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, was it a shark attack? I'm not so sure.
So this whole thing concludes. Basically, the chief decides, you know what? We'll write this off as an accident. I mean, he doesn't really even know. He thinks it was a shark attack, but he's not even 100% sure either. You know what I mean?
He's new to the area. He doesn't even like water, so you could kind of understand.
Yeah, I think you totally can. We cut to later that day. Lovely beach day, right? It's packed. Everyone's at the beach having a good old time. Old Mrs. Kidner has brought her son Alex to the beach.
Seems like
Just throwing that out there.
Seems like a great kid. You know what killed me with this? It really bothered me. Is she gave him the 10-minute warning.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, he wanted to go back in the beach and she wanted to leave. And then she gave him the, okay, 10 more minutes. Big mistake.
Big, huge mistake. Life-changing mistake, one might say.
No, yeah.
So the chief is sitting on the beach and he's nervous, but he's just watching. He's just kind of like monitoring what's going on. Like I said, there's all kinds of stuff going on this beach.
Well, everyone keeps bugging him too. So it is funny. You see that small town sheriff just constantly being hassled.
Yeah. And I think this is where the movie just does a great job with all the misdirection it's thrown at you. Because you're sitting watching and it's almost like a game where you're trying to pick who the victim's going to be.
Yeah, you see all the people out there in the water and you're looking deep, like, where am I going to see that shark pop out?
Well, I mean, we got a dog running around chasing a stick and you're like, that's it. That's going to be the one. I mean, he's going to go for a dog for sure. I mean, that's also an easy kill, right? Not as emotional, easy one to take out first.
Yeah, no one will notice.
But then you see the couple making out and you're like, oh, couple making out on the beach. That might be the one, right?
Could be.
And then you see little Alex on the yellow raft.
And you're like, no, they're
Couldn't be him.
Not a kid.
Then you catch Big Ma floating around and you're like, maybe Jaws is really hungry. Wants a big treat, right?
It's a Big Mac.
So Brody's watching all this happen and then he spots something moving in the water and it's coming right for Big Ma. He sees this like, it's black, moving right at her. But then a man pops out in a swimming cap.
Fake out,
no shark. Then the locals come over. They're complaining about some parked cars in front of a house.
I did like that too. And anytime someone's talking to Brody, he's not paying attention at all. He's looking over their shoulder. He's just panicked.
Yeah, exactly. And I did like how they did that because they kind of almost like blur him and then you kind of zoom, like they make it, what's the word where more clear in the back?
Unblur?
Unblurred.
Normal?
There's a name for
I think that's normal.
There's a new camera thing, whatever. It's not even that complicated.
Are you sure the front was blurred and the back wasn't blurred?
Well, I feel like they flipped it where at first the back was blurry, like, and you have him in the forefront. And then it switches where it's clear in the back and he's like blurred. So then your eyes like draw in there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I
could have just made that all up in my head.
I don't remember it, but sure.
It would be a great way to shoot it if it was.
You should be a director.
So in the back, he sees a girl like floundering in the water and she starts to scream and he kind of perks up, but it's just the girl and her boyfriend. They're just messing around.
Just playing. Yeah. I think he put her on his shoulders.
He was under that water for a while. Not going to say, whatever. Now
there's jokes there. I'm not going to say them, but there's jokes.
Now we meet Harry, and he happens to be that guy who's wearing the swimming cap. Only reason I bring Harry up is because those tits that he had were disgusting.
It was gross. He looked like a gross old man.
I mean, it's kind of funny, but I didn't need to see him. And honestly, I think they should have blurred him. It was disgusting.
It was just a weird character. I don't even know who he was or why he even showed up.
Next thing you know, we got a group of 15 kids that go in the water, splashing everywhere.
Your adrenaline's like spiked watching this. You're like, oh my gosh, all the kids are in the water now.
Yeah, it's like somebody's going to get murdered here. It could be like multiples.
And the sheriff's son's actually out there too, right?
I don't know.
We're going to say he is.
Now, remember the dog?
Yeah.
Old Pippet?
Yeah.
It's a stupid name, by the way. Didn't like that.
Pippet?
Yeah.
That's all right. I mean, whatever.
Just not into it. Well, his owner can't seem to find him.
Do we think the shark ate Pippet?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because all we see is a stick floating on the water. Now, he had to have done that one real silent. It must have been a one-biter.
Just a straight in the mouth like a snake.
Also, the dog doesn't go far. Like, a dog's not going to go that far in the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even know how he would have made it up there, but okay.
Well, he's in the shallows, Now we switch to the underwater cam. Da-da, da-da. And we see a lot of little meaty legs floating around. And then a nice yellow raft comes into view. The music starts intensifying. Da-da, da-da, getting faster and faster. Boom, raft attack. When the shark hits, you can't really tell what's going on. It's just a flurry of like leg, maybe a fin.
It's so good because the raft's like on the outside of this group of kids that are like splashing each other. And then you just kind of see it in the background a little bit from a distance. And you just see this kid's arms and legs flying and the raft getting like thrown around and maybe some blood spurting. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like intense.
It's a lot going on. And then you're like, but maybe it's a fake out. I don't know. But then Alex does the classic rising out of the water. And when they rise, you know it's over because then blood starts like pouring around him. And then he gets drugged down to the depths, replaced by blood coming up.
Oh my gosh. Great kill. I mean, just so brutal to take a kid out. Just did not expect that.
I mean, for the time to take a kid out first like that, and they even like dig into it. Like you said, they give you the 10-minute time cap where you're like, oh, a nice little kid and his mom. Maybe dad's not even around. Maybe dad died. It's a sad story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And old Alex, this is the first time he's gone to the beach since his dad's death, trying to have a good time.
Like your backstory.
And his mom lets him swim only to get eaten by a shark. Now she's a widow and whatever it's called when your son dies.
Yeah, I don't know what that's called.
Sad is what it's called.
Yeah. So what's creepy though is so he gets taken out. Now there's blood all in the water and the kids are like right next to it. So you're like, oh, you got to get them out of the water.
Well, it goes straight into panic. Everybody floods out of the water and the whole beach gets cleared. And then Miss Kittner comes to the water. Alex.
Oh, that's just brutal to see too, because you just know obviously Alex is not coming back.
Well, what did come back was that raft.
Just all torn up.
Torn to bits. So Alex died.
We got
R.I.P. Alex.
So we officially have a shark problem, but I guess not everyone knew it was a shark because they kind of still try to hide it, right?
I mean, people know I think they know it's a shark. I mean, that's pretty obvious. What do you think it was?
Well, I knew it was a shark. I'm saying them.
People are having a hard time dealing with shutting down the beach.
Yeah.
So we cut over to City Hall. We learn Mrs. Kidner has actually put a reward, a $3,000 bounty to anybody who gets the shark that killed her son. Now, the problem with this is she's advertising this everywhere. The city government wants to, again, keep this kind of closed, contained, but she's letting it out. She wants it in the newspaper, wants it everywhere. And the newspaper guy even promises now to the city guys, he's like, hey, I'll do the story, but I'm going to bury it. But we already see it's kind of like already uncontained.
Yeah, but they're still containing it though a little bit.
Within the city, yes.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's like outrage.
But we do learn that a lot of people have learned about this reward and they're going to show up.
Yeah, we got a lot of fishermen from out of the area coming in.
Right. So we move to the city council chambers and we're going to have us a little town meeting. The biggest question, obviously, are we going to shut down these beaches? So Chief Brody gets up and he lets them know, hey, we are going to shut down the beach, but we're putting out some extra deputies for the summer. We're going to have shark spotters and we have an oceanographer coming in. So we're kind of like setting up a system if we are going to open them up.
Yeah. And you know what? They don't know about the first shark attack. So it does make sense that maybe they wouldn't be so much on high alert yet. It's just an isolated incident in their minds.
Ish. I mean, he did murder a kid in front of a lot of people, but
it's
yeah,
a brutal
I get you.
thing. I mean, honestly, if that ever happened, I'd be like, I'm never going in the water. I feel like I don't feel like anyone in the town would ever go in the water.
Especially like a small town like this, you think they would all be like, oh, we got to shut this down. But at this town, they all need that money. And they're all kind of mad that it's even going to get shut down.
I'm going to be honest. These people are savages, though. We see later, they are insane. Like when there's another thing that happens and like there's guys just running kids over.
Oh, I love
just
that.
Trucking
We'll talk about that. So the whole thing, and you mentioned earlier, like, does this stuff even happen? And I'm going to tell you it does because there was an Egyptian resort it's called Sharm el Sheikh, and they experienced killer shark attacks in 2010. Their mismanagement of the situation paralleled that of Jaws, including denying the problem, resisting closing beaches, reluctantly closing them after a near-shore attack, killing the wrong sharks, declaring it the right one despite clear evidence it was not, reopening the beaches with fanfare, declaring them safe, only to have more attacks take place. However, then the shark just left. So
wait, that really happened?
It did. This was left in a trivia. I'm going to go ahead and help them out with a little PR here. I think some of it's a little exaggerated, but there was stuff that happened similar.
Wow,
and
that's crazy.
They did also say in that story, there's a better one that we're going to talk about. But in this story, like it could have been multiple sharks. It may not have been the same one.
But all around the same time is kind of crazy, but maybe they were just feeding in the area.
Hard to say.
All right, creepy.
So back to the town meeting. The mayor chimes in and he lets everyone know, hey, we are closing the beach only 24 hours, which the chief is like, Chief Brody. It's like, hold on, I didn't agree to that. You can tell like he's kind of getting overrun a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Brody doesn't really have that much power. Even though he's the chief of police, he doesn't.
No. Well, he's also a transplant, so he's still working things out. I did love the comment from the crowd when he says 24 hours. Someone yells, That's like 3 weeks.
I noticed that too. I'm like, what? What does that mean?
I don't even know what that means.
I mean, I guess I get it. Like they're just saying they don't want to shut down for any amount of time, but it was hilarious.
That was kind of a dumb, I'm going to be honest, whoever said that's kind of an idiot. Now, this town hall meetings, it's getting kind of wild. Like there's a lot of rabble rousing going on, a lot of like yelling, and you know what I mean?
Rousing.
And that's when Quint arrives. He takes his nails, scrapes them on a chalkboard, and gets everyone's attention, right? The whole place shuts down and turns to look at him.
Dude, I had such a hard time even listening or watching that part when he scrapes that chalkboard.
I hate that sound.
It's extended, brutal.
That hits you deep, you know?
Should I play for them?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
Do,
I'm not
here
doing
it is. He's not doing it. Right there, do it. Hey, did you see the shark drawing though on the chalkboard?
Yeah, do you think Quint drew that?
I would love to think Quint drew. I love the drawing because it's like a megalodon with like a person standing in its mouth.
Yeah.
I think it totally was Quint. It wasn't there in the beginning of the scene. It was there at the end. And Quint does a little fear mongering.
Well, yeah, he wants to make money. He wants to and he actually likes to hunt too. So yeah, it makes sense. He's got a little personality too.
Yeah.
Big personality, actually.
Huge. So Quint lets it be known he's a real fisherman and they got themselves a bad fish. He then lets them know he'll take care of it. He'll get it done real quick, get these businesses back up and running. But what that really means is for $3,000, he'll find it. $10,000, he'll kill the fish, get the whole thing, the head, tail, everything, right?
Right.
That's pretty much it. He'll get the fish for $10,000.
Yeah, and they don't go with it. So
well, it's put out there, but they're like, we'll think about it. It's right now we have a reward that Kidner's mom put out there. We'll kind of see what happens. They don't jump on board, but they may in the future. Moving on, beaches get closed. They're shut down for a day. Chief Brody heads home and he does a little research. And let's talk about lateral sensory systems. What you know about that?
I have no idea.
Well, they don't really talk. He's looking through a book and they showed it. And I was like, does that work? Because it seemed like it's a sensory system that can sense when the shark's moving through the water.
Wait, this is a device humans have made. It's not a shark device?
No, it's a human device to detect sharks that he's reading about.
Okay, why are we talking about it?
Because I saw it in the book and then I got curious about it.
Oh.
So I did some research of like, how do we detect sharks?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I go deep on weird things sometimes. This is one of them.
Well, I wanted to make fun of you, but I am interested. How do you detect sharks?
Okay, so we have a few methods here. Drone patrols, but that's like you need visibility. That's just flying over the water, right?
With like a drone?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we have better cameras, so that's one way, right?
Sure.
There's also acoustic listening stations, but the sharks apparently have to be tagged. So a tagged sharks, they send out a little beacon like ding, ding, then you can hear them. You know the shark's near.
Yeah, I get it. If you have a beacon on, it makes sense you could track it.
Right. There's smart drum lines, and smart looks like an acronym for something. Didn't look up that part, but basically it's like similar. It's a beta device, then they tag the sharks.
Okay.
Another tag system. Then we have sonar and AI cameras, but those really come down to visibility again.
Visibility underwater?
Yeah. So it's like an AI camera. I think that will spot a shark.
It doesn't seem like you'd have a lot of range with that.
Yeah, again, visibility. Apparently, those are our methods.
I feel like we should be able to track them better. Like with how sophisticated we think we are, I feel like we should know where all the sharks are.
I think the ocean is a place that we really have no control.
The ocean's an interesting place,
Scary.
honestly. It is scary. It's so deep and dark. You've seen those fish that are way at the bottom.
I mean,
they look like aliens.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need to go deeper on that. But
no.
But Chief Brody does bring up an interesting question while he's like reading this stuff. Do you know how old sharks are? Don't look at the screen.
I already saw it, but I don't know anyways.
Apparently, I was just curious. This is another research thing I did. The oldest male they found, I guess, was 73 and the female was 40. So like the males were almost twice as old, but I feel like whatever I read was also not great research.
Okay.
But apparently they can live up to like 70 years, which is pretty long.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Elder shark.
Little grandpa shark out there.
You think it's like a dangerous place? Like
I'd be interested to know, what do sharks do day to day?
They can just hang out.
Just like swim around? Do they like get in a pod and just chill?
Do sharks sleep?
Oh, yeah, right? Or don't they have to always move?
I feel like they have to always move.
I've heard that. I don't know if that's true.
Well, okay. I did some more research later on we'll get to because we got to eventually talk about can they drown?
Yeah, he mentions drowning the shark and I was confused on how that works.
Okay, I'll talk to you about it.
Do you have to bring it out of the water?
No, I'll talk to you about it.
All
right, let's move on. We got to talk about Chief Brody's wife, Ellen, because she's a little bit of a wild card.
How so?
Well, she walks in while he's doing this research, gives him a drink, and then she asks him if he wants to fool around, right?
Sounds cool.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm
No.
down with that, whatever. But then she drops, Michael loves his present, and then tells him, in fact, he loves it so much he's in it now. Do you know what his present was?
Well, yeah, this confused me a little bit. It's a boat. He's in his boat, but it's just next to the pier or whatever that's called.
It's in the water. It's on like a dock.
Dock, yeah.
And he's in the water. And these kids are young. Michael's 11 years old. Sean is 5.
That's crazy to have a 5-year-old out there and you're not like actively monitoring them.
The wife's in there drinking alcohol, wanting to get down with the husband. There's just been a shark attack and she's got her kid in a boat in the water.
That's actually insane. And yeah, I'd even have the kid near the water. But also, it seems like a young kid to get a boat.
Okay. I kind of agree with that too. I mean, we didn't grow up as boating people, so I don't know. And also Brody is like terrified of the water, but I'd like to think he's trying to make his kid not. I feel like there is that vibe in the movie where he's not trying to pass that on to his kid.
No,
so he's trying to get him into it,
Yeah.
So I'll buy that. But I did love when Brody heard that. He goes, good God. And then Ellen even looks at the shark book and she sees an image of a shark attacking a boat. Then she screams, Michael, get out.
I did like that too.
Anyways, that was something.
So a funny little touch.
Yeah, let's move to that night because old Charlie and Dinherter, they got a plan to catch this beast.
2 like oaky dudes.
Yeah, I liked them.
Yeah, they're fun.
They end up going to a dock and they have Charlie's wife's roast. They got a big hook. They stick it through the roast. They have that attached to a chain and a tire. So their plan, they're just going to throw it in the water. The tire will be like the buoy, catch the sucker, right?
Yeah, they're trying to get that reward off the pier.
Seems like a very simple way.
Or off the dock.
It's kind of funny because later on, a bunch of people go out in the ocean. They can't catch it, but these guys actually do catch it.
Well, they threw like meat out there.
Right on the shore, and that's where it was.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Why didn't the fishermen catch it? We'll get there, I guess. We won't really talk about it much more, but that's what it is.
Now, while they're doing their thing, Brody goes back in his house and he's doing more shark reading. And this is really where I couldn't believe we're in PG territory because he opens up this book and dude, there are some freaking gruesome shark bite images.
Yeah, they're really showing us what sharks are capable of, which is freaking brutal.
Yeah, I think this is like real pictures. It's like dismemberment and stuff.
Well, yeah, you know what bothers me so much? I mean, not only is it creepy having a shark below, like you basically don't see it coming, then all of a sudden your leg's gone or something. But it's also the fact that you're probably really cold and get bit. Like that would hurt so bad.
Oh, I don't even think you'd feel it really.
Well, that's good.
You get that adrenaline pumping. I think it's just like, you don't even know what's going on.
All right. Well, there you go.
Well, in this book, they also show the giant shark jaw where those guys are standing in it. And I'm like, is that real?
I feel like I've seen that so many times. I thought it was real.
I don't think it is. I think it's a recreated jaw. So it's based on a real jaw, but it's a recreation.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd be a terrifying shark.
Okay. One other thing that I want to know if you noticed in this book. Did you see the shark with a cylinder in its mouth?
No.
A little foreshadowing going on.
Why'd it have a cylinder in its mouth?
Well, do you know what happens later in the movie?
Yeah, but why'd this one have it?
I don't know. Foreshadowing.
All right.
Back to the good old boys fishing expedition. So that tire's sitting on the water. All of a sudden it starts to wiggle and then it starts just moving on the ocean. So they've caught a shark, right? It takes off. Now the chain's getting yanked. And what's that chain attached to?
To the dock post.
Attached to the dock post that these boys are standing on. And Jaws is one strong sucker. So he freaking rips that dock. Whole thing comes crumbling down. Charlie's he's surfing on a raft, like floating on it. It's like
well, it's a dock. It's not a raft, right?
Well, yeah. He's floating on the dock as if it was a raft, and he's getting pulled out into the ocean. He ends up bellying off that thing, and he starts swimming back to shore. And I love this part because as the dock's going out, it then turns around, and now the dock's coming back in.
I love it, too, because Jaws got that piece of meat, and he's like, hold on, something else is in the water. Let me come back around for seconds. Dude, that's why I like Jaws. He's like a savage.
But again, I love it because they're not even showing the shark. This is just a dock that turned around.
This was the Jaws, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What else would it be?
Well, because the ramp comes and chases the guy, and there's like this panic moment. Is he going to get up in time or is he not? He ends up getting up in time, but then that dock piece just slowly floats past him.
Okay, so what do you think caused that?
Well, I mean, maybe Jaws just kind of pushed the dock.
Well, but it is Jaws still then.
Yeah.
Because your question was it Jaws? So we're on the same page?
It was Jaws.
All right. We cut to the next day and we're at the Amity Harbor and we see Amity Harbor Master Frank Silva. He walks out of his little hut with a pipe and a captain's hat, handful of groceries. What you know about him?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Exactly. You probably wouldn't. But I spotted this guy.
Dude, this review is going to be like 3 hours long.
I spotted him. I'm like, this guy is a character.
Oh, wait. You're right. The camera did stop on this guy. Now I know what you're talking about because I was like, wait, who's this going to be?
Well, because they have his building and it's like labeled like Harbor Master. And they have him coming out with groceries and he kind of is like standing in the, like he's in the scene. It's him.
Yes. Okay. I did notice this.
Okay. This is Donald Poole. Apparently a local lobster man lives there, right?
Okay.
He's from this area. Not an actor, but they put him in the movie, obviously. But Spielberg liked his old salt look, and I got a funny story. Apparently, Spielberg would regularly go to lunch with this guy and talk about the fishing. Somebody asked Poole, this guy, why he spent so much time talking to Spielberg, to which he said, who the hell is Steven Spielberg?
Dude, this guy's a legend. He didn't even know who he was talking to.
I mean, I'm sure he knew he was the director, but didn't realize he's like a big name guy. Well, you know what? He probably wasn't a big name guy back then. But either way, he didn't even know who he was.
I feel like he should have known who he was if they're filming in the area. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Spielberg?
I don't know if I mentioned this. This is the next day. I think I said that, but it's the next day. It's sunny out. We're at the dock. We already introduced you that guy, but there's more people here because all these fishermen have showed up to hunt Jaws, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of fun. You have all these little characters out there.
It's a freaking zoo. Like you got people, like there's boats that are just overcrowded, like 30 people on this tiny boat. There's a dude freaking carrying around dynamite.
I guess $3,000 was a lot of money back then because they're all in here for the prize.
Right.
Or they just want to kill a fish.
It's all the fishermen, you know? It's like easy money.
And you do want to be known for killing a giant shark.
Right. But that's not all that's here. Old Matt Hooper from the I can't say this word. Oceanographic. I feel like I'm missing a letter in there.
Close enough.
He's from the Institute. He's arrived.
Yeah, you just have written Oceanographic.
Ocean Science Institute.
Yeah, and this is Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, so he's the scientist, and he wants to see the remains of the first victim. He wants to see if it's really a shark attack. So he's going to be doing that, but first, the fishermen all get in their boats, and they all take off. So that's all going on. I mean, they're freaking crazy. They're throwing dynamite in the water. They're basically just filling it with blood.
Yeah, it's chaos.
And yeah, we'll get back to them. But for now, let's head over to the medical examiner's office, and Hooper's going to inspect the body. He does. I mean, it's pretty freaking disgusting. There's like an amputated arm. He concludes it's not a boating accident. It's a shark attack.
Well, and we should say Hooper's working with Chief Brody. Like they're working together on this thing. They're like a little team now.
Yeah, they seem to be the only ones that actually care that it's a shark attack.
Yeah.
So Hooper says it indicates this could be a large squalus.
I like that. I don't, is that real?
Yeah.
It just seemed like something that would be made up for a movie.
You mean the word?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is real. I actually don't know.
Okay.
But he also says it could be a leguminous or a Isurus glaucus.
So what we learn here is that he's educated. He's a smart guy.
And it's a big squalus.
Yeah. A big shark.
So the fishermen return to the dock. They go on their expedition. They come back and they got them a shark.
Ben Gardner, get this?
No, we caught him. We got it.
Boom, they caught Jaws.
They caught Jaws. So we have the whole iconic like dock photo where they hang the fish up. And it's a large shark, right?
Yeah, that scene is pretty cool though. I don't know why. It's just cool to see that giant fish hung up.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
Yeah, that's all.
Hooper walks over. He's not really impressed with the shark. He wants to see how big this mouth is. So he's taking mouth measurements and he's like, hold on a second. The radius, not quite the same as these bite marks I saw.
Wait, this might not be the shark.
Yeah, this could be the wrong one, but nobody wants to hear it. And he kind of explains, we basically need to cut this open, see if there's body parts in this thing.
Well, and you understand from the fisherman's perspective, they want to be known as the people that caught the shark. So they're not going to want to hear that it's not the killer.
There's also a reward on the line.
There's a reward. Also, the people that are in the town, they don't want to hear this either because they want this to be over.
Yeah.
They want the beaches open, so it makes sense.
Well, the mayor shows up and he's not down for this whole cutting the shark open and looking inside, which I'm kind of like totally agree with because there are all these people on the dock and having kids' body parts fall out wouldn't be a great look.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do it there, but you should do it somewhere.
Right. He doesn't really want to open it up at all.
He doesn't care.
No. But you know who would care is Mrs. Kidner, and she happens to arrive on the dock at that moment. She walks up to Chief Brody, slaps him across the face.
Open hand.
Open hand. The reason being, she found out that there was a girl who was attacked and the chief did nothing about it.
I feel like he kind of deserves it.
He does, but I understand. You know what I mean?
He is put in a really tough spot because he does try to stop it, but at the same time, he kind of lets it go as well. He's not a bad guy. He's just put in a tough situation.
And he also is like the least educated about everything that goes on here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Do you know the slap was real?
Oh, no.
Apparently it took about 17 takes. She couldn't fake slap. Impossible for her.
Well, it looks good. So cool.
Fake slapping would be hard. How do you fake slap?
Well, you got to pull back at the end, right?
Yeah, it seems tough.
I mean,
I get it.
whatever. You get hit in the face a couple times. It's all good.
Yeah. That night, Hooper shows up at the chief's house with a bottle of wine and an appetite. As he walks in, and you see like his, what's it called? I can't say the word. Eccentric. It's eccentric. What's the verb or the eccentric keys?
I'm going to be honest. I'm not even sure what a verb is. I think it describes a noun.
Yeah. he's a little eccentric. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a word I can't make that into the...
Yeah, whatever. We can get over that, Dan. It's going absolutely nowhere. Yeah, no, he's a fun character. You just see like he is smart. He's very knowledgeable, but he is kind of like quirky.
Yeah, eccentric.
Yeah, but I said in a different way.
Yeah. Because he sits down with the chief and he's like, hey, are you done eating that? It's like a full plate of food. Just takes the chief's food and eats it in front of him.
They don't really know each other very well.
No. Now, Chief Brody has a couple of questions for him. Again, this is the scientist, right?
Correct.
He says, is it true that most people get attacked in 3 feet of water?
Now, I heard that. Oh, here, you want to finish it?
I do. And about 10 feet from the beach. This is where I'm telling you, when you're watching the movie, you're hearing this, and then you start thinking like your survival instincts kick in. You want to know the answers to these.
Well, that's why I wanted to jump it. And is that true?
Oh, you want me to let you know? Because I did research it.
Now I feel like I'm eating my words. I feel like you are teaching me, and the movie maybe is teaching me as well.
Yes, it is. Most bites occur near the shore waters, they say, especially inside or between sandbars with steep drop-offs.
Oh my gosh, we go to Santa Cruz, and there's definitely a deep drop-off.
Well, that's not that deep.
Well, yeah, it is, because they say that what they call it, the shelf or something. We had to talk to the lifeguard because we
Yeah,
had crazy water when we went over there.
Yeah, well, that is somewhat steep, but I was thinking more of Hawaii. Remember we went to that sandbar and there's a huge drop off and you're in like the middle of the ocean and we're swimming and snorkeling around there.
So is it near that drop off where the sharks come, or do they actually come up onto like...
I think they kind of like go onto those sandbar waters, and give a
that's
nibble.
terrifying, because I always assumed you were safe as long as you're not in the deep water.
I don't think so, bro.
Oh,
No,
man.
I don't know as far as the kills. Like, I feel like they do a lot of hit and runs where they might snag you a little leg. You know what I mean?
I like to think they bite not knowing you're a human, then they figure it out like, oh, shoot, sorry, my bad.
You might not have a leg for a while or an arm.
I'll take it as long as I can live for a little while.
Now, do you know the most dangerous places for shark attacks?
No, where?
I'm going to let you know. Australia is the most dangerous. So apparently for fatal sharks, this is in 2025, 21 bites, 5 deaths.
Ooh.
US had 25 bites, more bites in the US, 1 death though.
Only 1 death in 2025?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's not that often.
It's not great. And actually, I think it was on the California coast. Pretty sure I heard about that.
Don't love that. But I mean, but that's not like terrible odds. People are in the water every day.
And 25 to 1, like 25 bit, 1 death. Not the worst.
Maybe we shouldn't be too scared.
Yeah, I actually think, especially you watch this movie and you're like, there has to be, hundreds of people killed every year, right?
Well, I mean, I would not say that much, but I would think like...
would you think in the whole United States there was only 1 death to a shark?
No, I would have said maybe 50.
I would think in Florida, they're like swimming in blood water at times.
But now that you say that, I don't really hear about people get eaten by sharks or killed, but I thought maybe I just want to...
It is one of those things though, when it happens, it's news.
Yeah, because it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something else we have to address real quick.
Let's go.
This ain't a normal shark. It's a rogue shark.
I kind of like it. To me, it gives Jaws a little personality. He doesn't like to be around a group. He's a solo type of dude. I really developed a character in my head for him.
Well, when I heard rogue sharks, I thought of rogue waves.
I did a report in college on rogue waves.
Is there anything better than watching rogue wave videos?
Oh, they're terrifying.
I know. So scary.
Dude, I hate those TikToks of like, you'll have that music behind it and then these giant, yeah, that's it. And then this giant boat going up and down these waves. Half of it's AI, I think, but it's terrifying.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not even mad at an AI wave.
No, because it's just so creepy.
Yeah. Well, Hooper also has a theory, a territorial theory, territoriality. Basically, what this means for the rest of the movie, once the shark eats, it's going to stay there till there's no more food.
That's a problem.
We're going to take it not as a theory and that it's real, because that's what they do. So at this point in the movie, the chief decides, you know what? We got to get to the bottom, like figure out, is this shark real or not? And again, they're drinking wine. He's hanging out with Hooper. He's like, well, let's go and dice this thing up. So they do. They go over to wherever the shark is held, cut it open. What do they find?
Just license plates and other junk because it came from some other area.
It had a license plate, a tin can, and a whole fish.
You know, I did like the scene when they were cutting it open, though, because you could see Hooper going up and you could hear it kind of cutting open. It was kind of...
It's gross.
It was
You can
gross.
almost smell it.
Yeah, because, he does a great job acting it out.
Yeah.
It does feel like it smelled bad.
Now, after finding that there's no child in the belly of this shark, Hooper decides, you know, we've had some drinks. I think it's time to go boating with a cop.
Which is wild to go night boating with a killer shark out there, but you'd think you were safe.
Well, I was saying more of drinking and boating. Probably not a great idea, especially with the chief of police.
Yeah, it was the 70s, looser time.
That is true, actually.
I mean, that's legit. Well, it probably was.
And actually, the chief is just hammered because he's so afraid of the water, he's got to get really drunk. Now, this boat they get on is pretty impressive. This is like a freaking yacht.
Yeah, it was a super nice boat.
Which is weird because when Hooper pulled up, he was on like a tiny boat, but I didn't realize he like drove a giant boat over here.
Yeah, wait. What boat was he on when he came there?
It was like a rowboat or something.
I thought he got like dropped off, but maybe that's a rowboat that was attached to his little yacht he's got.
He doesn't take the yacht everywhere. You can't take the yacht to that dock. He had to, I guess, row over.
Are we going to say he's rich?
Is he rich? I guess he is.
Yeah, I didn't know if you'd cover it later. Yeah, he talks about coming from money. I guess that does play into it when he meets Quint, the captain, because there's kind of a little tension between the two.
It definitely comes into it.
Yeah.
I also thought, like, man, they should have just taken this boat out. I know Quint wouldn't be down for that, but it is a really nice boat.
They would have probably been safe and,
maybe not as good of a movie, though.
No.
So they head out into the ocean, and they find Ben Gardner's boat abandoned. Now, Ben's a local fisherman. He was out on the fish hunt. I guess he never came back.
Interesting.
Wonder where he is.
Curious.
Now, Hooper decides he has to check this hull right now, which means he's got to get his scuba tank on and go into the water in the middle of the ocean at night.
Don't worry, Martin. Nothing's gonna happen. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Can I ask a couple questions?
Sure.
Why didn't he just get on the boat and then go down in?
What do you mean?
Instead of going underwater, couldn't he have just like walked into the boat to see what's going on? I guess he wanted to see it from the outside.
Yeah, he wanted to inspect the hull.
Because he suspected a shark attack, I guess?
Yeah.
That's whatever. The real issue is it's nighttime and they have those little lights around the boat and he's going down into the freaking ocean. They're deep out there.
Oh,
terrifying.
It is a great shot of the movie because you're so nervous the whole time in the darkness, a shark's going to come out of the water.
There's something so creepy about getting out in the ocean. I mean, shoot, we went snorkeling in Hawaii. Remember that time? And it was like, we were in like a war movie. You remember when we went to the reef and it was out in the middle of nowhere?
Is there something wrong with your brain?
Why?
I just talked about this.
Oh, did you?
When we were talking about the shark attacks,
What'd you say?
we went to Hawaii to the sandbar and did the scuba diving.
Oh, yeah, but okay, well, the sandbar was chill. I'm talking about when we went out there and they dropped us off and then it's just like chaos. There's like waves around. You're in the middle of the ocean. It's dark water everywhere. I mean, that's the creepiest freaking thing in the world. When you're swimming, we're going around the reef on the outside and you look in just darkness.
Well, that's what I was talking about.
I don't even know if I was listening.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm
Anyways,
so sorry.
I'm a little annoyed that you totally did not listen to anything.
What's up, guys? It's Darren. Hey, I got to give you a little context of what happened here. When we were previously talking about shark attacks, we were talking about shark attacks near the shoreline, right? In shallow water. Then Daniel brought up the fact that we went to Hawaii, where we went to a sandbar, which, yes, when you're on a sandbar, you are in shallow water. However, we were nowhere near the shoreline. You had to take a boat out to the sandbar, as well as take that boat out to the snorkel spot. So when he was talking about it, I got confused on what he was even saying. And also, I was too focused on being scared of sharks. So I kind of bypassed that. So that's the confusion. I did hear him. I just didn't understand what he was saying. Fair, right? So I'm not like totally wrong. I'll call this one a 50-50. He's kind of right. I'm kind of right. That's where that is. By the way, we're going to get in a huge fight here soon, so that'll be fun, so get ready for that.
Hooper ends up jumping in the water, and we get a great underwater shot again. It's like you're seeing him floating down, darkness all around, and he's inspecting this hole. He ends up finding this giant hole, and inside that hole, there's a huge shark tooth. So you know this is a big beast.
Yeah, there's like a bite mark.
Yeah, this is pretty much what tells him it's a great white. Now, he's not done inspecting this hole. He has the tooth, but then he starts looking in further, only to have Gardner's dead body jump scare him.
Yeah, that was a great jump scare. Did not expect a little head to pop out.
Well, they did a noise with it. There was a sound effect that was like, you know.
Yeah, no, it was good. It scared me. It was good.
Yeah, the thing that was so crazy about it was his eye.
Why?
He had a missing eye, and out of the other one, there was like little tentacles or something coming out of it.
It's
It's
disgusting.
really gross.
Well, I was just wondering, what's he doing in there?
I mean, he just wants to see what's going on inside.
No. I mean, what's the body doing inside? I would have thought Jaws would have dragged him out.
Yeah, that was, yeah, how did that happen?
Well, that's why I was curious. I'm like, he's in there. Wouldn't Jaws have like ripped him apart and pulled him out?
I don't know how this works because the boat was floating. It didn't sink.
Yeah, so what's he doing down there?
Like, what is this area he's in?
I
Is
agree.
this the inside of the boat that only part of it submerged?
Yeah, I think, well, I mean, do I have to say, yeah, that was in the inside of the boat?
Why isn't it sinking?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, it's buoyant. It's a boat.
So Jaws like got in enough to bite him and kill him. But yeah, like it's not like you could have killed him outside the boat, right? And then floated in.
Unless I'm missing something, I didn't understand how the kill happened.
He must have bitten in there, but that's, again, you take a bite, knock a hole, but how do you, his head's got to get in there to kill him.
Well, yeah, maybe this guy was like listening for the shark down below in the bottom of the boat, and then Jaws bit right through and got him.
Well, he wouldn't have done that because his head was still there. So he would have like taken the legs. So
Unclear. It's
maybe there
unclear.
was a hole and he dipped his lower body down into it. Anyways, Ben's dead.
Yeah.
So there's that. But what happened? Well, I did like actually a couple other things. Hooper, he had like a delayed jump scare to him because it's like he sees the guy, there's no reaction, and then he does a secondary reaction where he freaks out and drops everything.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. So the next day, Chief and Hooper go to the mayor and they tell him, hey, this isn't a regular shark. We got us a great white problem. And as long as there's food here, he's going to eat. So not only we have a great white, he's going to be sticking around.
Yeah, it's also crazy he killed someone in a boat. That's wild. So, yeah.
Right. Now, here they mention in 1916 at the Jersey Shore, they had a Jersey Shore, the Jersey Beach. I guess that is a shore, maybe. Sure.
I think the shore's by the beach.
Yeah. We had a similar shark attack. And I looked into this. This is real.
Ooh.
I think this is the story you've been waiting for.
Oh, okay.
5 people killed in 1 week.
Wow.
So it was a frenzy, a murder frenzy. But actually, they say in the movie 5, there was actually 4. 1 was just badly injured.
Okay. Was that it?
That was the story.
Oh, yeah. I thought you had like more story to that.
Well, I could make up like what happened.
I mean, I'm just curious on how that worked. I mean, it
Well,
wasn't at one
the
time,
shark
right?
Murdered people.
But it wasn't like a 4 in a row.
No, I think it was like 1 at a time. Ding, 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 ding.
That's crazy. You think after like 2, people would be like, hey, let's not go in the water.
But there is precedence that a shark does stick around and just murder people.
That's wild. I'm just curious on why the shark did it. Like, what was its motivation? Just to eat?
I mean, just like humans, there's some bad ones, you know?
No, all right.
Now, they bring up this story in the movie to point out that we've already had 3 incidents occur on this beach and 2 murders. So we got a problem.
I think it's very clear. I think we all understand.
The mayor just needs to know this, but he still doesn't want to believe this is like a great white because he's like, we don't even have the tooth. I can't really believe this Hooper guy. He's probably just doing it for clout. But Brody's like, hey, dude, you just got to close the beach. But the mayor isn't as concerned with that. He's more concerned with the sign that's behind him because it's been vandalized. So they have, remember the sign we talked about earlier, the welcome to wherever this place is, the regatta's going on. Well, someone's marked it up, a little vandalism. The girl now looks scared. They drew on like eyes and a scared face. It says help shark, and there's a little shark fin in the water. I just want to believe this is Quint's work again.
I mean, I like to think that that's pretty funny. Well, it makes sense though. I didn't even put that together because yeah, if he did the shark drawing before, it would make sense.
He likes to do some artwork.
That's funny.
Now, the mayor basically takes a hard stance, is like, the beaches are staying open. It's your job to keep them safe. That's what we're doing. So we cut to some cheerful music. Tourists arriving in town. Again, this is Spielberg. Sets the scene where you go from like terror to like, oh, this looks like a fun little place, you know? Thank you for that comment. And
I mean,
we'll
you're
move on.
going into so much information, man.
Oh,
Holy cow.
This is the arguments. This is it.
I mean, I feel like you just don't leave.
You're
You
on
describe
fill-in.
everything on the scene, and it's like, okay, Darren, reply to it. I'm like, there's nothing else to say.
Okay, well, this is how it goes. This is how we do a podcast.
Oh my God.
This is what people like. So we literally just talked about this, and you're doing it.
I mean, we're an hour and a half in.
That's not that far though, because we spent 30 minutes on the beginning. Put this in because this is what happens every time.
It's just so much.
This is exactly how it goes.
All right, well,
All
there
right,
you go.
and it's up to you guys. Am I wrong or Darren? I will shorten it if people don't want it longer.
No, we all
No,
know they're
we
like
can
longer
shorten it.
podcasts. I'm just saying, there's sometimes they're like, you explain the whole situation, like, okay, and you look at me, I'm like,
So
what am I supposed to say? Yeah,
again-
the guy drew on a billboard.
We've had the same argument, and we even talked about it on this episode, and it comes back up.
I can't help it.
This is what I have to deal with. I mean, what do you do when someone does the same thing over and over? It's called insanity, you know?
No, let's keep going with it.
All right, so the beach is now...
See, that was fun. We had a little
There's a
banter.
part
That
of
was
me
fun.
there's a part of me that doesn't think it's fun sometimes
Yeah, well,
because I've heard it a million times.
all right, well, that's your thing.
All right, so the beach is now jam-packed with people. The ocean's filled with boats. Okay, so we have two things going on. People are still going to swim. They're going to have a good time at this beach. But we have all the fishermen. Everyone's watching the waters, making sure there's not a shark around.
So you would kind of feel like maybe it's safe because there's a lot of people patrolling the area.
Yeah, there's even a seaplane flying over on Shark Watch.
Yeah.
So we got a lot going on. Not only that, we got a news reporter on the beach. And I got to say, I did love his report.
I can't wait to hear it, Dan.
You're going to.
I hope you tell me every detail.
Well, I wrote it down word for word. Dude, lucky for you.
Thank you.
Amity Island has long been known for its clean air, clear water, and beautiful white sand beaches. But in recent days, a cloud has appeared on the horizon. A cloud in the shape of a killer shark. Dude, I love that. Like, it's so dumb. Like a killer shark cloud. I thought
stupid.
that was
That
funny.
is funny. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. The problem, though, on the beach, everyone's there, but nobody's getting in the water. And the mayor doesn't like this. He realizes, like, people are still a little scared. I need someone to go in. So he goes over to his buddy who's with his family, and he's like, hey, man, you got to get in the water.
I did like that because the poor guy's like, all right. Hey, was that his family? Was that his grandkids?
You know what? I thought the same thing because it's like they seem too old to be having young kids.
Yeah, it seemed like grandparents with their grandkids, which I'm like, that's savage to then take them in the water.
But he did. And I did love the wife's facial expressions as she's walking out. She's got like a raft and she's floating out in the water. She just looks terrified.
It's like people going to war. They know they might not come back.
Yeah, it's like D-Day. That ramp dropped.
Yeah.
Not too many are making it out of this one. Now, the chief is also on the beach, and he sees his son, Michael, about to launch that new boat of his, and he ain't going to have it. So he runs down. He's like, hey, dude, I know you want to go in the water, but why don't you just go to the lake? We got some sharks going on here. Maybe just do that for now.
I gotta say, there's no way on earth I would let my kid go in the water.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, like, you're just not doing this. I'll buy you whatever you want. We're not going to the ocean today.
Now, the interesting thing is he doesn't let his kid in the ocean. He sends him to the lake, but the lake's connected to the ocean.
Yeah, so they said the lake, is it a lake? They didn't call it a lake, right?
They did call it a
I
lake.
thought it was like a pond.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. Both you would
One's a
think
pond,
are,
one's a lake.
both are surrounded by land typically.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be safer, but yeah, if it's still connected, why go in there? I guess maybe they think it's safer.
Well, I would
That is
assume
why.
it would be, but yes, the shark has a clear path as well.
Okay.
Now, at this point, once those people in the water, everybody runs in the water. They're having a good time, right?
Yeah. See, everything seems to be going nice and smooth.
Until a shark fin spotted.
And pure chaos erupts.
Jesus Christ. Spin, shark, 350.
Dude, we had a straight George Costanza situation.
Wait, which scene was George Costanza?
Dude, you haven't seen it. You got to show a clip of that where there's a fire in the house. And
Oh,
it's like
yes, yeah.
It's like a tiny fire. He pushes like a grandma down, kids out of the way, and runs straight out.
I love that he runs out, then he realizes what he's done.
I think I smell some smoke back here.
Well, we got his like cousin in here because as soon as he sees the shark, pure panic. He books it for shore. I would say he deliberately flips the kid's raft over, knocking them into the water to swim past them.
Is it just him? Because it seems like everyone is trucking kids just to get out.
There's a scene a little bit later where I think it's the same dude who actually pushes a kid off a raft and jumps on it and takes off to shore.
Okay, now if I'm going to play devil's advocate here, not a bad plan. You don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be past the slowest one.
And
you know what I'm saying?
don't really want your limbs in the water.
No.
So maybe not.
You're right.
wrong.
He did take the raft and took it down, right?
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, that's a savage move. But.
So at this point, the lifeguards see this going on. They start blowing whistles, like basically telling everyone out of the water. And we get the scene of like more pandemonium. I mean, there's a woman like holding her kid screaming, but just standing there frozen.
What makes this all so good is we've all been to the beaches. We've all worried about this happening. And it's like, man, if this happened, it'd be just so terrifying.
Yeah.
You can just imagine that happening.
And people do act like this. Like people are getting trampled, drug out. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Side note, I would never go to a beach this busy.
No.
Like, they're literally like hip, like as close as us together.
You know, actually, yeah, anytime we go to the beach, there's usually not that many people around. We go to like the more like side beaches.
A lot of people don't swim in the water too.
You mean at beaches or just in general?
Like when we go, because on the coast here, it's cold. A lot of people don't get in the water.
Not us, though.
We swim.
We're boogie boarders. Oh, man, there's nothing better than boogie boarding, just getting railed by the wave.
I mean, I wouldn't say it that way, but it is fun to get taken out.
Yeah.
Now, plot twist, this ain't Jaws. It's just a couple kids with a cardboard fin.
Just the stupidest idea in the world to go fake everyone out, because when they come up out of the water, the people are pointing guns at them. And I would argue people probably normally would have shot at them.
I mean, it's just... the balls on these kids.
Just the stupidest thing in the world.
I actually thought for a second it was his kid that did it, which I thought would have been a nice little twist.
It kind of looked like him, but no.
Now the tension kind of dies down. It's like it was just a fake out. Everything's all good. But then a woman spots a giant fin heading straight for the pond.
Jaws is going in for his meal.
And you know who's in that pond? Young Michael.
Yeah, with his boys.
So Michael and his boys chilling in the boat. A guy in a rowboat kind of strolls by and he's like, hey, are you guys doing all right? Next thing you know, both their boats are flipped over.
Hey, you guys okay over there?
Jaws has attacked them. And dude, honestly, I think this next shot in the movie was the scariest of all the shots.
Oh, man.
Because
well, first of all, I love Jaws' maneuver here. He just straight rammed him.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes he goes straight in.
Well, he knows he's like, it's hard for him to get up probably and over. So he's just going to, nose punch him.
Yeah. Headbutt.
Yeah.
We'll say he just goes for headbutts, takes him down. The shot is overhead now. And we're seeing this guy who fell into the water. And you see Jaws' gigantic body floating sideways with that mouth wide open.
And just that giant shark is so terrifying.
And there's something about seeing the guy and the shark underneath him that is just scary.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, could you imagine being in that situation? You just look over and there's a great white shark with his mouth open, very slowly moving towards you.
Jeez. Well, Jaws ends up breaching the water, attacks this dude. You see like the guy's arm like in his mouth, just not good. And then they show in the water deep down a leg floating to the bottom.
Oh, and that's what I like. Jaws just demolishes people.
I mean, he just rips them apart.
Yeah.
Now it gets interesting. Michael didn't get attacked, didn't get hit, nothing. He's totally fine. But they drag him out of the water unresponsive because he went into shock.
Yeah, I think he just saw it and it just, I guess, gave up on life.
Yeah, almost just killed himself.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I get it. That'd be tough to see. I mean, that'd be really tough to see.
I mean, you would be shocked. I don't know if you would go into shock like that, but sure, we'll go with it, right?
Sure. I gotta pee. Am I in trouble?
Go. You know, you complain about it being long, but we have to take multiple breaks for you.
Because you take forever.
F off. Darren is an idiot. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys. I don't even know if he's going to use this. I'm going to do it though. Do you see what I'm saying about this guy complaining about how long it is? Every time. Every time. What am I supposed to do about that? I don't know. And you know what, Darren, if you are listening, I'm going to just speak to you. You're an idiot and you have to get over it. You have to realize they're going to go long and you have to just go along with the flow. I mean, we've done, I don't know, over 100 of these. Nothing's changed. So maybe your attitude should.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I gave you a message. All right, so after this event, we go to the hospital. The mayor finally comes to the conclusion he's an idiot. The chief basically kind of strong arms him now and it's like, hey, sign this voucher. We're hiring Quint. We're going to kill the shark. And that's what happens.
Yeah, you can't really hide it anymore when someone just got demolished in front of everyone.
Yeah, you can't. We cut over to Quint's shop. It's over on the dock. I don't know. He's got a bunch of shark mandibles, jaws.
Jaws of Jaws?
No, not Jaws.
Not Jaws of sharks. That'd be
right.
it.
I mean, you realize Quint's the real deal. For some reason, in my mind, I kind of thought Quint was a little bit fake or something.
Well, because he seems insane.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, you see he's clearly experienced in killing sharks.
Right. Now, Quint has changed some of his demands, though. It's not just that $10,000. He wants the mayor off his back about this zoning crap. I guess that's the fishing zones where he goes. Yeah.
No, let's go into zonings, Dan. Oh my God.
No, he still wants that $10,000, but he wants $200 a day, whether he catches the fish or not.
Fair.
He wants 1 case of apricot brandy, also wants lunch with that. He wants some champagne. He wants some pâté de foie gras. You know what that is?
No.
It's a rich spread made from duck or
I
goose
swear
liver.
you're adding details on purpose to irritate me.
He wants Iranian caviar and a colored TV.
Oh, I like the TV thrown in there.
Yeah, I like it all. It's his eccentric ways, you know? Quint then seals the deal with the chief with a shot of his personal moonshine. And again, this is where you see Quint, and he's just in his zone. You know what I mean? He says, here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Now, what does that mean? I mean, I have an idea.
I
What do you
think you can figure that out.
like loose ladies?
Loose ladies. Ladies who like to get around.
Is that a good thing?
I mean, if you're into that, it is.
People really into that?
I mean, Quint is.
All right.
All right, so we hired Quint, but Hooper wants to crew for Quint. He wants to be a part of it, right?
Well, yeah, Quint wanted to go on his own, which I'm like, dude, you can't catch a shark on your own, especially once we see how powerful Jaws is. But you know what, though? I'm going to cut myself off. He didn't know what he was in for.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
But now Hooper needs to like prove himself to Quint that he's not just a normal guy. I mean, he's crewed 3 trans packs. And Quint's like, trans packs? Transplants? Like, kind of like blows it off like, I don't even know what that word is. And he lets him know, this isn't some pleasure boating or some day selling. We talking about sharking.
Mr. Hooper, I'm not talking about pleasure boating or day sailing. I'm talking about working for a living. I'm talking about sharking.
Oh, you're saying that Quint is saying that I don't know what your word you're saying.
I know, because it's confusing the way Quint talks. And I had to break this down. But I did love how he said, we're talking about sharking.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know what I mean? Like,
cool way to
we
say
shark.
Yeah, it's a cool way to say we hunt sharks.
Well, Hooper fires back. He's like, I'm not talking about hooking a dogfish or sand shark. I'm talking about a great white.
Yeah, I was like, white.
And I love this next line. Quint's like, porkers? You talking about porkers?
Wait, is he talking about thick ladies?
So he's talking about, I think, just like a fat one, like a pig that's porked up, a porker.
Okay.
So he's using it for a shark.
Okay.
Like a fat shark, a big shark. We talking porkers. So then Quint takes a rope, throws it to him, does a little test on him. He's like, tie me a sheep shank. Hooper ties up the knot, throws it back to him. Quint doesn't even look at this thing. He just throws it to the ground.
He didn't care.
Grabs Hooper's hands, looks him in the eye, and he says, dogfish, you got a 5,000 net and you got 2,000 worth of fish in it. Along comes Mr. Whitey, and when he's finished with that net, it looks like Kitty Scissors class. He's cut it up for a paper doll.
What the heck does that mean?
Dude, when I heard all this stuff, I had no clue. I'm like, I don't even know if he's speaking English. He's talking about he buys a net to catch. I guess he's saying Hooper would buy this expensive net to catch the fish in. And when it's done, the thing would have ripped it apart to nothing.
That's such an interesting way to say it.
I loved it, dude. And then he tells him, Hooper, you got yourself some city hands, counting money all your life.
And here's the problem. We see a battle of two worlds here. The rich kid with a gruff sea captain.
Exactly. But they do. I mean, he kind of proved himself. He knew what he was doing. So Quint takes him on. Here's the deal. Quint's going to drive his boat. He's the one in charge. They're going to be working for him. Now let's get to the boat prep. And we have 2 prep sessions here. We have the Quint and the Hooper. Starting with Quint, what he's going to bring: straight jet-killing lance, tail rope, ice splice, an M1, which is a weapon.
Okay.
A hand billy, pliers, and iron.
How do you know this?
Because I read all of it. I used closed captions, and I was like, that is an interesting list.
He actually said that?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Cool.
Hooper now brings different stuff. Again, he's a scientist. He brings sample bottles, dye markers, flares, safety float, temperature gauges, spear guns, and SMG. Thought that was interesting.
That's cool. I wish I would have seen that.
Anti-shark cage and oxygen cylinders.
Wait, he had an SMG and we didn't see it?
Correct.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Unless that stands for something else.
It's got to stand for something else.
That's the only thing I know that it stands for, though. A shark mingling gourd.
But it seems like we would have seen an SMG.
You would think that, but a lot of that equipment we didn't see. Again, this is Quint's show, not Hooper's.
All right.
Now, Quint's not impressed. He looks at that shark cage and he's like, shark cage. You go inside the cage. Cage goes in the water. You go in the water. Shark's in the water. And then he just looks at him and starts singing a farewell song.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies.
Well, I do also think it's ridiculous to bring a shark cage to this expedition.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
This is where I turn, because Hooper was like, I liked Hooper in the beginning of this movie. And I do like him at the end. But in this part, I turned into a full-on Quint guy. I am so in on him. And I do think Hooper is a little bit like, he's a little pretentious, kind of thinks he knows too much. He doesn't understand sharking.
I mean, you fully got on board with Quint here. You know Quint's a crazy person.
Can I see those hands?
I know.
Let me see those
my
hands.
in-laws make fun of me because they say I have pretty hands.
Let's see your hands.
No.
Show me your hands. I have calluses. Do you got calluses?
I have calluses right
Let me
here.
see.
I have calluses.
One soft ass hand. All right, so we have Quint and Hooper. They're doing their thing. Now, Chief Brody arrives, and he's got his wife with him. And it's a little embarrassing because his wife, like, packed all his little travel supplies. She's, like, taking care of him. Again, he's afraid of the water. So you know Quint's going to light him up for this.
Of course. Yeah, you can't have your wife on a fishing trip.
Dude, he's got some great lines, and I don't even know if you caught them all. So I'm going to let you know.
Oh, my God. You went into so much detail. Holy cow.
So Quint spots him, and he's like, so you got your rubbers? And he starts laughing, which I don't even know how you take that, but I found it funny.
Kind of.
Then he breaks into a sea story with the point of embarrassing him and his wife. He goes, here lies the body of Mary Lee, died at the age of 103. For 15 years, she kept her virginity. Not a bad record for this vicinity.
This guy sounds like the leprechaun.
Also sounds like a pedophile. Not a great line for Quint.
Yeah.
But 15 years, a little young.
Well, why is it to embarrass him? Just because it's like a crass story?
Well, there's a couple things. One, in the behind the scenes, he did this, he got direction to say something to kind of like roast him with his wife.
He made that up on the fly?
Well, I don't know if he made the whole, I think actually he might have, but I'm not going to go into that. I don't know.
All right.
I mean, Quint basically takes on the role of roast master. Like he's just lighting people up.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Well, it's like hanging out with the boys, you all roast each other. That's who he is.
Well,
but he's crazier though.
And I do like it because he's unhinged.
I mean, he kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Maybe that's why you like him so much.
I love Quint. I'm not this dark. Well, Quint again looks at the wife and he's like, how's the missus, Chief? And he goes, that laugh. And then he replies, if they don't like you going out, they'll love you coming in. That's a spicy one.
That's a bar right there.
That is a bar just for the fullest, bro.
Can we get out to the water now?
All right, now we go to the deep water. So this is like the second half of the movie. I mean, it's further than that. But like, we're done with the island. We're now hunting. We're going to be in the deep water for the rest of it.
Yeah, now it's like the boys out on an adventure to find this shark.
Right. And I love how it starts. Because Quint's just sitting in like the fisherman chair. He's got his giant rod. He's drinking a beer. He's got Brody as like the deckhand where he has to do all the shit work, like chum the water. And he's basically just ordering these guys around. Now, the chief doesn't really know what he's doing on the boat. And at one point, he ends up knocking over the shark cage. It spills the cylinders. And Hooper runs over and he's like, don't you know this is compressed air? You screw around with these tanks and they're going to blow up. And I'm like, that's not real.
If you knock tanks over, I guess they wouldn't blow up, right?
Compressed air, we go into fires with tanks on our back. They're not that like unsafe.
See, I wouldn't even know that.
I mean, well, actually at the end we'll talk about it. Mythbusters did a bunch of these stuff. You can't like shoot it and blow it up and stuff.
Oh,
like the worst thing I think that can happen with a tank like this is if somehow you like sheared off the regulator on them. They could it's compressed. So it's like the pressure could kick off and the tank could fly.
So why does it blow up at the end?
It's movie magic.
Oh now, Quint do you have more Quint lines?
Yeah, of course. Now, Quint sees these tanks. He's got something to say. He's like, mighty nice gear, but what the heck is a shark going to do with a tank like that? He might just eat it.
Oh, some more foreshadowing.
There's
here.
a lot of foreshadowing about the tanks. I'm just saying.
It is funny that they're even bringing these. I just don't even think you would want all this stuff.
Well, I mean,
it comes in handy, but
it does. Would you really go in the water with a giant shark? No, you probably wouldn't. Anyways, Quint ends up taking on the chief, and he's kind of teaching him how to be a deckhand, shows him how to tie some knots.
You see Quint and Brody are developing this little relationship. You can tell Quint likes Brody. You can also tell that he really doesn't like Hooper at this moment.
And I didn't like Hooper either.
I mean, I thought Hooper was fine.
He does a few things that I really didn't like.
He is a little pretentious.
Now, all of a sudden, that fishing line very slowly starts to get tugged on. And I love how they like build the anticipation on it. You're like watching the line, everything's quiet. Then Quint slowly like straps himself into the chair and he gets himself ready.
Yeah, it doesn't really say anything. You just know the fight's about to begin.
And it does at the perfect time because the chief learns his first knot. And he's like, look, I did it. As soon as he does, boom, line takes off.
Hey! I got it! What? Get behind me.
Hooper is on the controls now. He puts the boat in reverse. Quint has the chief wet the line. So you're seeing the things. And I like how they said wet the line. Because you're like, oh my gosh, that line's going out so fast, it's heating up.
Yeah, he's so powerful, he's just ripping that line.
And the best part really is Quint just screaming at him because like they can do nothing right. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. He's going to like roast him for it.
He's like the jerk boss, but in a fun way.
Yeah. So Quint starts reeling in the fish and we got us a smart fish because the fish doesn't just like go out. He's playing little games. At one point he goes under the boat.
Yeah, which it makes you feel like Jaws is smart and has like this personality. He's like hunting them.
And you got to give him credit the way they filmed this because again, you're not even seeing the fish, but you understand the fish.
Yeah.
And here is where Hooper starts his villain arc for me. Because you know he's already a little pretentious. Quint's the master of the ship. He knows the sharks. He's been hunting sharks. We've seen how many sharks he's killed.
I do feel like you've really gone a little too far on Team Quint. I like Quint. I think he's a fun character, but I feel like you're not explaining enough how crazy he also is.
Well, but it's okay to me that he's crazy. There is one thing he does that I think is a little too far.
Yeah, that's my whole point, though, is like, I don't think Hooper's in the wrong for questioning things Quint does.
No, well, this I think he's totally wrong because Hooper tells Quint he should just let go of the line.
Well, of course, he's wrong here.
He's like, this isn't a shark, it's a tuna or swordfish. What the F does he know?
Yeah, you're right. He wouldn't know, and he obviously was wrong, so that's correct.
Yeah, and he's telling this guy who's a master sharker that this isn't even a shark.
Master sharker.
Well, soon after this, the line ends up getting snapped, and Quint's like, hey, this thing just snapped like piano wire. This should show you it's a giant shark. But Hooper thinks it proves nothing.
I mean, I also am like, well, I don't know. Is that easy to snap piano wire? Doesn't seem like it's that thick.
Okay, interesting you say that. Mythbusters did a thing on it. I think it is easier to snap than you think. But for the movie, it's supposed to be really hard to snap a piano wire. Well, Quint replies to Hooper saying that this doesn't prove anything to say, well, it proves one thing. You wealthy college kids don't have the education to admit when you're wrong.
And he may have a point there. I mean, he does. Yeah.
See, but this is what bothered me because not only is Hooper wrong, Quint calls him out on being wrong. And his reaction to this is to act like a freaking crazy person. Like he can't even take that he's wrong. He flips off Quint. And then he goes into this thing where he starts making these faces at him and does like these little hands on his head.
I thought it was like a cute little thing.
Oh,
like
I thought that was so weird.
It was weird. Why did he do that face?
Oh, because I don't know. But when I saw that, I'm like, oh, you are a crazy rich kid.
Yeah, he is bratty, I guess.
He lost me there. I was completely out. Didn't like him at all.
I mean,
you're on Team Quint?
Well, I mean, I just didn't take it as far as you did. I mean, you're riding so hard for Quint here. I just thought, like, yeah, he is being annoying, but, you know, I like Hooper. He's all right.
He just got called out for being wrong. And that was his reaction.
We all make mistakes. We're human.
All right. Well, whatever. Quint goes up to the mast. He instructs the chief to start chumming them waters. And bro, we're about to get one of the best scenes of any movie.
It is so great because he's chumming that water and he's not paying attention. Can I say this or do you want to say the line?
Well, you can say it, but I love it because not only is not paying attention, but you got to keep your eyes on that water. He's also smoking a cig. It's like hanging out the side of his mouth.
And then behind him, you see the giant shark just lift out of the water with his mouth open.
I can go slow ahead. Come on down and chum some of this shit.
I mean, it is just so creepy because the shark's not even really trying to bite him. He's just like, hey, what's up?
It was, yeah, he just kind of scrolled through, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he did.
Well, I loved it because the chief like catches this and then he snaps up. He just snaps to his feet And he just looks and he's just like staring, shocked,
He's
right?
like frozen in fear. Actually, similar to his son there, huh?
That
Runs
is
in the
true.
family. Yeah, but man, what a great scene, because it's just like a light moment where you're just chilling, not really expecting much, and that freaking shark came out of nowhere.
Well, I love it because he doesn't even say a word. And he's just backing into Quint's office, won't even turn his back on the water at this point. And as soon as he gets in, he looks at Quint and he goes, "You're going to need a bigger boat."
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Iconic line.
You know what? He made that line up. He ad-libbed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. It's just like, I think we all would think the same thing. Like, we need to get a bigger boat because this is dangerous now. That
Maybe
shark
more
is
people.
gigantic.
More people too.
Oh, for like, I would be like, hey, let's go home. I'm not going to deal with this shark.
Well, there's one man that seems to think they can. My boy Quint. So Quint walks out and he spots Jaws, and Jaws is coming straight for him. So we see the fin, right?
That is when he's at a distance and he's going like ramming formation.
It is, but this time he swims around the boat, and this is where we get like the full view of how big this guy is. And Quinn looks at him, and he's like 3 tons, 25-footer.
I mean, that's what makes Jaws so freaking creepy, is not only is he a killer, he's so freaking big.
The size.
Yeah.
So Quint goes over and gets the spear gun out. He's ready to go to work. Here's the second time I lose my faith in Hooper, because Hooper has the chief on the front of the boat. He's like, "Hey, go to the end of the pulpit." And you think he's like getting ready to set up, like, because they got all the barrels set up. He's like going to get something ready for the spear gun. No, he's getting him for a photo shoot because he wants the framing to be right so you can see the scale of the shark.
Well, it's not like a photo shoot. He actually just wants to determine how big the shark is. But yeah, the pulpit, for people who aren't familiar with boats, that's like what is that long board in front of the boat?
Are you familiar with boats? I don't even know what that means. To me, it was like the front of the boat. It's like it looks like the part you walk off to die. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I don't know what it means, but that's where he wanted him to go, off of that little board that's in the front, which I would never go out there.
Yeah,
especially that shark. I mean, that shark can just jump up and take you out.
Yeah, but it was all for a photo. Again, this is why I'm saying Hooper sucks at this point.
Not only that, there's times where they're walking on the boat and they're like slipping off it almost.
Yeah, they do have a lot of slippery shoes.
Oh man, I'm like, man, if you fall off that
Slick
boat, you're
shoes.
gone. Oh yeah, Data, Goonies, check it out.
Now Quint takes over. He sends the chief to drive the boat. He has Hooper attach the barrels to the spear gun line, but Hooper actually kind of delays this a little because he runs down and grabs his tracking device, and he sticks that onto a barrel so they can kind of follow Jaws. You didn't remember that, but we'll move on.
I did remember. I'm just trying to get through here.
So Jaws is now coming straight at the boat. Quint lays a spear into him, nails him with a spear, rips off the first barrel. And the whole purpose of this barrel is to tire out the fish. It can't go under the water because the barrel is buoyant. It's going to pull him back up.
Well, you'd think it would tire him out. And it's also now going to be the device used for us to see where the shark is.
Correct.
Yeah.
But the barrel gets ripped under the water. Jaws is too strong.
One barrel is not going to do it here.
Okay, can we talk quickly about the tracker? Because it never gets used.
But they actually track where he's at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how accurate the tracker is.
Yeah, I didn't see anything about it. So I kind of looked into it, and it sounds like there'll be a night attack coming up soon. And when that happens, apparently like a barrel gets ripped off, the tracker gets lost. So it never really comes into play. Kind of would have liked a little blip. Bing, bing.
Well, yeah, it would have been cool to see him coming close, but yeah, they did good either way.
All right, so night falls. The boys are eating some dinner. Quint's showing off some of his war wounds. Again, he's got to show he's the man, right?
Sure.
He rips off a fake tooth. Nothing too crazy. He's got
he pulled that out. I'm like, that's not really impressive.
I got a fake tooth.
You do?
Yeah, you knocked out my front tooth.
Oh, I punched him right in the face.
That's not
He's talking trash.
This podcast is too long. Don't you remember we were in the swimming pool of Grandpa and Grandma's?
Oh, and I shoved your head into the...
Slammed my head into the bottom of the pool. The problem with the bottom of it's just one of those little tiny pools. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's only like a foot of water. What's under the water?
No, it's concrete.
Concrete. You slam my head. So like my tooth, you can probably see it. It's like,
hey,
I think it's turning a different color now.
And that's how you deal with bullies, guys.
Yeah. So one of my front teeth is very similar to Quint.
Your whole tooth's gone or just a part of it?
Oh, it's like half of it.
The one that's discolored.
I mean, I don't want to like.
Hey guys, check out that. Looks like shit. You know
you
what?
gotta zoom in. It's like,
You know, when I edited, I noticed your brown tooth, but I didn't know it was from me.
Yeah, it's a busted tooth.
Oh, that's crazy.
I mean, it's
forgot
probably
about
coffee
that.
stained and all that other junk, but
That's funny. Well, he got me back. He pushed me off a trampoline and knocked me out. So
you deserved it.
we were wrestling on a trampoline in the snow.
Yeah.
What were our parents thinking letting us do that?
Well, I don't think it's. It was fun. We
It
were
was-
having a great time.
Well, it was a great time. Oh, can I tell the story?
Well, I mean, I think you did. Was there more to it?
Well, no, but it was kind of crazy because he shoved me and you're on, snow on a trampoline. I slid and then you know how they have the springs
Yeah.
and then there's the gaps. Well, my foot got caught in the gap and I just went over and just like slammed my head on the ground. Here's the best part. You know how I woke up?
Snowball?
He was throwing snowballs to wake me up.
Did it work?
Yeah, I did wake
All
up.
right, well, then we're good.
Now I don't remember dates anymore or stories sometimes.
All right. So Quint shows off a head lump he got from St. Patty's Day. Now we get in a little match where we're going to show off war wounds and see who has the better one. So Hooper says he's got that beat. And he shows a scar from a moray eel bite that or like went through his wetsuit or something.
Yeah, can we just say this is like them bonding together? They show their war wounds.
No, because I like this next story. Because Quint then shows he can't fully stretch his arm out because he went to a bar in San Francisco, an Okie bar in San Francisco, which I'm like, I don't know if that happens. San Francisco doesn't have a lot of Okie bars
Well,
anymore.
this is in the 70s, Dan.
I know. I'm just saying nowadays. I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, yeah, okay.
Maybe some of you aren't from San Francisco. It's
I don't
changed.
even know what an Okie bar is.
It's like a good old boys bar. You know what I mean? Okie's like Southern. You know what I mean? Like
That is
country
funny.
folk.
Yeah, that is funny because you would never think of that in San Francisco now.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. I thought that was interesting. Anyways, he was celebrating the death of his third wife when he was down there. A big Chinese guy pulled him right over. Arm wrestling match.
Oh, okay. That was cool.
You want to hear about Hoopers?
No.
Okay, so they go over all their war injuries, whatever. They're trying to one up each other. But then the chief spots something on Quint's arm. And he's like, hey, what's that one? And Quint looks at it. He's like, old tattoo got removed. And now we learn a little more about Quint.
And this story actually is pretty terrifying.
Also a true story.
That's wild.
So the USS Indianapolis, a Japanese sub slammed 2 torpedoes into the side of it. This is Quint's story. Then I'll tell you a quick one about the real one.
Okay. Hey, no, go ahead. This one's actually interesting. I'll give you credit on this.
Thank you. So they got hit with a torpedo. This is just days after they delivered the Hiroshima bomb. So they took it over to wherever it got flown out, right?
Yeah, they delivered it.
He says 1,100 men went over. Vessel sank 12 minutes. Didn't see the first shark for an hour. Now, the problem is their mission was so secretive, no distress signal got sent at all. So there's no help coming.
So all the men are stuck in the water and there's a shark.
Yes. At first light, the shark started to come. The men formed like tight groups in the water, but once in a while, the shark would take the nearest man.
Dude, how terrifying. When he's telling this story, I'm legit thinking about what it would be like to be in that scenario. I hate deep water, don't like sharks either. So it's like,
Not good.
nightmare. No.
Not good.
I mean, you're just waiting there for a shark to pick you off.
Well, then he even says, sometimes the shark looks you dead in the eyes, listless eyes, black eyes, like dull eyes.
Well, great description because sharks do have dead eyes.
They do. That's a thing.
Yeah. They need eyebrows. That would help them with personality.
And he says, sometimes you'll hear a high-pitched scream and then the ocean turns red.
Ugh.
By the end of the first dawn, already lost 100 men, maybe 100 sharks. They average like 6 dudes an hour. They're just picking them off. Thursday morning, bumped into old Herbie Robinson. Thought he was asleep. Shouldn't be funny. Thought he was asleep. Reached over to wake him up. He'd been bitten in half.
Well, it's funny because it's ridiculous. Like, how did that work?
He's just bobbing.
If your legs get taken out, your front half just bobs up.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know how that works.
Well, they have
Maybe.
life jackets on, so that's probably true.
Oh, actually, you know what? You're right.
Yeah. Noon the 5th day, they finally got rescued. And I did like his line here because he's like, the most frightening part was waiting for my turn.
Because it's true. You'd be like, man, am I going to get bit right before I get out?
That would be terrifying. Terrifying.
The whole scenario is terrifying.
Okay, so 1,100 men went into the water, 360 men came out, shark took the rest, all right? The true story, USS Indianapolis was a U.S. Navy heavy cruiser. July 1945, made a high-speed journey from San Francisco to Taninin Island. Yeah, they were carrying, I guess, key components for the atomic bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima. Now, the crew wasn't even told exactly what the cargo was, so they delivered it on July 26th. The ship headed toward the Philippines for some training. Then they got hit by a Japanese sub. They did take 2 torpedoes, did sink in 12 to 15 minutes. Apparently, 300 men died aboard the ship, 900 went into the water, and they were in the water for like 4 days. A lot of them died from like dehydration, like salt poisoning, because they were like drinking the water.
Yeah.
Again, they're 4 days in the water. Could you imagine? Crazy.
Yeah, horrible.
But there were shark attacks. So all in all, 1,195 men were aboard the ship. Only 316 survived.
That'd be crazy. Man, I would be very interested in those stories. I don't even know. Actually, you know what? I don't even know if I want to hear it. That's just brutal.
It's going to be a tough story. All right, but back for some fun, because the boys on the boat, they're all hammered now. Like they're drinking and singing like sea songs.
They have completely bonded now. Hooper and Quint, now they're buddies.
Yeah.
I feel like Hooper proved himself to Quint.
He did. Still wouldn't trust him, but sure, we'll go with that.
That's your own bias.
Now, outside the boat, the Yellow Barrel returns. The real villain of the movie.
Yeah.
The Yellow Barrel. Then the boat starts shaking, almost as if something's hitting it. And then it shakes more. And here's the truth. Jaws is just, this dude is torpedoing the boat.
Dude, he's just a menace outside, just ramming the boat. Like, again, he's hunting them.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Now, the problem is he opens it up and there's water coming into the boat. And then even a fire gets started. And I got to be honest, Quint handled it like a pro. He just looked over at the chief in like the calmest voice. And he's like, hey, chief, you put that fire out?
I mean, he's a lunatic, because any normal person would be like, we got to get out of here. The shark is clearly out of control.
Yeah.
And
Quint's
the
just
boat's
handling
filling
it.
with water. Could you imagine if it sinks?
Yeah. But again, you can't panic. You got to be calm.
I mean, that's true. Okay.
You're the guy that's going to panic. You'd be jumping off the boat and eating.
Okay, Daniel, at the end of this movie, let's talk about Quint and what he does.
All right, we will.
All right.
Now, Quint grabs his rifle and he just goes to the water. He starts unloading, and like Chief pulls out his pistol. They're basically just shooting at whatever they can. They're trying to kill this thing, right?
If you shot a shark that's in the water, I mean, would the bullet go through enough to hit it and like injure it?
I think it slows down very fast. I mean, maybe at the end we'll talk about it, because I didn't read all the Mythbusters, but they went through like a bunch of this stuff in the movie and proved or disproved it.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, did you notice in this scene when the chief takes out his pistol, there was a shooting star behind him?
No.
Do you know about this?
No.
Okay, there was.
Okay.
So-
I believe you.
Now, people like have thought that this was real and this was a real thing, that they captured this randomly, which that's crazy to just capture that in a shot, right?
That would be.
Apparently it was added in post. They shot, I guess the scene was shot in daytime with a filter, so there couldn't even be they wouldn't catch that.
So that's just the story. They just added a shooting star.
Yeah, but it's a big story. Like it's a big thing if you dig, like a lot of people talk about it.
Oh, like a lot of people have been speculating about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the next day, Quint and Hooper work to repair the boat. We got a lot of problems. Engine smoking. They're trying to fix all that. And that's when the Yellow Barrel returns. So Barrel pops up. They end up trying to hook the line and like bring it in a little bit. But before they can do anything, Jaws almost catches him lacking. He does the
Again, I just love seeing him jump out of the water so slow.
It's almost lazy, you know? It's almost like he doesn't really care.
Well, I had that in my notes too. I'm like, Jaws is just so chill during all this. Like a lot of times he's just kind of like chilling around the boat. Doesn't really care if he's even being shot. It just doesn't matter.
He's doing his thing. The chief kind of freaks out at this point. He's like, hey, I need to make a phone call. He runs in to get on the radio, but before he can get any traffic out, Quint runs in, smashes it to pieces.
Okay, now you want to justify this?
Yeah, it's like the Vikings. You got to burn the boat.
I think he wanted
I don't
to
mean
die.
burn their boat, but I mean like you burn your boat so no one will retreat. You got to be all in.
I mean, okay, you know what? That does make sense, I guess, in your insane logic. I feel like Quint had a death wish.
Well, he did seem to, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's a death wish. He's going to get the shark, bro. There's only one way. You got to kill it. Now, I mean, you should not destroy the radio, but
I mean, with a boat that's already like pretty compromised here, I think that's a pretty reckless thing to destroy the radio.
no, I'll agree.
Can you agree with that?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. It's not his best move, but
No.
you know, it's Quint. Jaws returns. Hooper hooks up another barrel to the spear gun. Quint gets another hit. We got 2 barrels on Jaws now. And then the barrels just stop moving. Sometimes he'll just take off and he'll just chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always wonder, like, what is he doing? I feel like he's just staring at him.
Yeah, it's just under the water. Like, what are you guys going to do?
Yeah, I would love just to see a shot of the big fish just watching, just not moving.
Yeah.
Just observing.
All right. So they grab some hooks, they pull the lines in, and they tie off the ropes to some cleats on the back. So now you got to know Jaws is attached to the boat. So it's going to be a boat battle here.
Which does, well, a boat and shark battle. But yeah, it does seem like a risky maneuver to now be stuck to Jaws.
It's tough, yeah. he's pretty powerful. So
But I guess they're thinking that the boat will just overpower him.
and I think it should in theory.
Yeah, but we've seen what this thing can do.
Yeah.
Risky maneuver.
Well, Quint now decides we're going to head into shore. The problem is those cleats that Jaws is tied to, they're starting to give way a little bit. And also, it does seem like Jaws may be trying to bite the rope. I don't know. He's kind of thrashing around a little.
I feel like they said it. I didn't really see that, but I'm sure he was doing that.
He was doing a lot of. So Quint ends up hitting him with a spear to the chin. And then he tells them, hey guys, cut these ropes off. We can't take this shark. And the problem starts getting worse because they can't really get the ropes off. And also, he's dragging the boat underwater. It's starting to take on a lot of water. So Quint runs over with his machete. He's about to cut the lines. Cleats just get ripped off the boat. And then the buoy pops up.
Sometimes I was wondering, like, did he get the buoys off of him or are they really attached to him still?
No, yeah, I know. Dude, the buoys get confusing, honestly, because I think at some point a buoy gets lost. I think at this point he's got 3 on him.
Yeah.
Like, because they disappear and I'm like, shouldn't he have like 4? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's confusing.
Yeah, but that's what I think. Yeah, I think one got ripped off at some point. Yeah, whatever.
So at this point, we have a bad engine, we got no radio, and we're taking on water. It's not great.
Yeah, this is where Jaws really beat the heck out of that boat.
But he has 3 buoys on him. You know he can't take those down, right?
No, he said 2 buoys was crazy. 3, no shot he's taking them under.
Well, he does. He disappears. And then the boat takes another hit. Now they floor the boat. They're taking off, but Jaws is after him. He's not going to let him get away.
I do love that the boat's going and you just see the 3 barrels just trailing behind. This shark is a freaking psychopath.
Well, here's where we have Quint's new plan, which was very confusing to me. He wants to go to the shallows because we're going to drown the shark.
Yes. Do you have information on this?
So apparently you can drown a shark. So great whites, and them specifically, they rely on forward movement across their gills. And if you prevent them from moving, I guess theoretically they could suffocate.
So
I guess if you get them into shallow waters where they can't really move around, you got these barrels, maybe they could suffocate.
Okay.
Sure.
I guess. It just was really confusing because I'm like, I don't understand how you drowned a shark.
It seems like the last thing I would think of.
Yeah.
I mean, it lives in the water.
And they're far away from the shallows. In fact, I don't even know if he really wanted to go there.
Yeah.
I think this was like a last stand situation for him.
He knew he made some bad decisions, okay?
Yeah, but now he's just going to kill everyone?
Well, he doesn't do great things now because he maxes the boat out. He floors it. Engine's rattling. It's about to blow. Barrels are getting closer. Dark smoke is pouring out of the engine. Quint starts singing his farewell song.
Well, the funny thing is he didn't have to floor it. He just has the RPMs maxed and everyone's warning him to stop doing it, but he won't.
Yeah.
So what was he doing?
I think he was at this point realized like, I don't want to drown in this water. Again, he's got that PTSD from the event that happened to him before. I think he realizes this is going to go down. He's going to be with a shark again. Not great.
Yeah, but I would argue, Daniel, he could have just lessened up on the throttle or eased up, as they say, and they would have made it out.
Maybe.
I think they would have. It seemed like they would have.
Or maybe Jaws would have caught him.
I think he had like a suicide mission here.
It did feel that way.
Yeah, it's just weird. That's your boy.
Well, I know. Well, now it goes from bad to worse because things start exploding. Engine catches fire. Half the boat is underwater. We're stalled out. And Quint finally goes and grabs a couple of life jackets. Not for him, though, because he'll never put one on. That's not his thing.
I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point.
So he finally asks Hooper, hey, is there anything you can do? To which Hooper's like, hey, I got 20 cc's of a styrokine nitrate.
Is that a sedative or something?
Okay, I looked it up. It's a
Okay.
powerful poison, a neurotoxin. So he brought this you could stab the shark, put it in him, right?
Sure.
The problem is on the syringe, needle's too small. He's got to get really close to him. How could he do that?
He did bring a cage.
He did bring a cage. So his plan is to go into the cage, get close to him, and like get a mouth shot where it's like softer skin, right?
I mean, I just don't think this would work in a million years any way you want to do it. Like, it would never work.
Well, maybe it could. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I mean, Jaws is gigantic, super powerful. How is he going to get his hand in his mouth?
Well,
I guess
you've
they
seen
did have
him
a
a
pole. They
million
had a
times.
pole.
And also, he does a lot of floating with his mouth open. That mouth's open 90% of the time.
That's true. That's true.
Now, yeah, but you would think, like, I thought he had a syringe, like a tiny one, but they puts it in a giant spear gun.
Yeah.
So I guess we have a delivery mechanism.
Sure.
Yeah, all right. So we're going to get in the water. Hooper puts on his scuba gear, gets in the cage. It's terrifying. He gets lowered down in the water. And now we're in a scene where we're the underwater shot of the cage and just like that blue, that dark blue around him.
Just the blue nothingness surrounding him. And you're just like, where is Jaws going to come from?
Yeah. And you see him kind of come at him and then he'll turn and just disappear. And that's the scariest part. Is like, he doesn't seem to go far, but the water's so dark at times, it's just gone.
Well, I think he's playing games with him is what he's doing.
Well, he does do a little peekaboo because he's got Hooper looking one way, Jaws circles around, sneak attack in the back, hits the cage.
Yeah, hit him from the back. It was a great move by Jaws. Very clever.
Because it made him drop that spear gun, which goes to the ocean floor. Surprisingly, not far.
Not that far. Also, now Hooper's stuck in a cage with Jaws.
Or is he?
For now.
Because Jaws starts ramming that snout into that cage. Ends up ripping off, like he keeps going, and there's like a lot of cage shots. Basically rips off a whole side of it. Hooper, like at one point, is like stabbing him. Jaws basically is in the cage at this point. Hooper sneaks out, swims down to some rocks, hangs out there.
Yeah, Jaws is just, which I appreciate from Jaws, he's just ravenous. He's not even paying attention. He's just destroying the cage. I do like that Hooper went and hid down below because he's going to be down there for a while. He's just going to relax.
Yeah, chill out for a little bit.
See what happens.
They end up pulling up the cage. The guy's on the boat. It's empty. They think he's dead. Now, I do love this next attack of Jaws because we're not biting. We're not slamming our head. We're laying our whole body on the boat.
Well, Jaws has tried everything. He keeps trying to ram it. He's pulled the boat. Now it's time to lay that body on top.
So he just kind of like gets himself up there and lays on the back.
Just a straight body slams the boat.
Right, and just lays there with his mouth.
But he's so big and the boat's sinking that it's tilted now.
It's turned into a slide.
Yeah.
So now everything is just sliding into his mouth and he's just eating whatever pops in there, right?
Well, he knows the people are up there, so he's just waiting. It's just it's a time game now.
Now everything's sliding down into the funnel into Jaws' mouth. And that would also include Quint. Can't really grab onto much. He gets eaten alive. That's what happens.
Dude, just shocking. I did not remember that he got killed.
Very slowly chomped.
First, Quint tries to grab Brody's hand, but then he slips, and then he's just sliding down. And yeah, Jaws bites him at the waist or something. And I'm like, okay, this will be a bite. Maybe he'll get out of it. No, Jaws just keeps going, and you see like blood coming out of his mouth. It was brutal.
Yeah, it's like you could feel that compression, like.
Well, they did it so slowly, and they show the blood just squirting out everywhere. It was so good.
Yep.
I mean, just
Quint.
R.I.P. and just a brutal way to go, and it really is terrifying. Jaws with a big old freaking mouth and teeth.
Just going at it. So the chief is now alone in the boat, and he goes into I don't know, the captain's quarters or some spot in the boat. Jaws ain't having that. Again, we're half underwater, so he just slams his head, and he's in there with him now.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't even get away from this guy. But the chief remember those air tanks?
Yeah.
He grabs a cylinder, gives it a snout bash. I like how he did that. It doesn't really do much, but he hits him with that. Then he throws it in his mouth. For the rest of the movie, that cylinder, it's going to be lodged in the teeth.
Because again, Jaws will bite anything, so he's just chewing on the cylinder, and I guess it got stuck.
Yeah, I got in between some teeth over here. So now the boat's sinking. We only got like a minute. You can tell this thing's kind of going fast, so we don't have much time. He climbs up the mast. Jaws is just like circling around him.
Well, Jaws knows this game's over. He's got this easy kill.
Right. And just about when the chief is like 3 feet above the water, that's where Jaws comes and makes his attack. But the chief's kind of ready. He grabs a spear, just starts hitting Jaws with it. Jaws actually rips that thing out of his hands.
Yeah, I did like that. It was almost like an animal just grabbed him, pulled it away.
Like, yeah, no more of this spear stuff. And then he circles around and makes his final attack right at the chief. But the chief's got a plan. Remember that? Of course you remember the tank. The tank wedged in the teeth is the attack. How's he going to do it? We're going to shoot the tank and see what happens.
Well, it's pretty terrifying because he's on that mast. Is that what it's called? Yeah. He's on like the last part of the boat that's above water. But yeah, like it's going down. But he only has a few shots before Jaws gets there. So there's a lot going on here. Because once he gets in the water, he's gone.
That would be a tough shot, dude.
Very tough.
Sinking boat on a mast with the waves and stuff. Well, he misses multiple shots. And then finally he looks at him and he goes, "Smile, you son of a bitch." Boom, direct hit. Jaws explodes.
Smile, you son of a...
boom, shark meat all over the place.
Giant explosion. The remainder of Jaws floats to the bottom.
I mean, and I just love the shot of Jaws sinking and just the blood in the water. The blood contrasted with that blue. It's so good.
It is good. Well, Hooper, he's alive. He returns to the surface. They laugh it up, hook together some yellow those buoys or barrels, hook them together with some scraps, make a raft. They get to shore. That's the end of the movie.
Boom. What a way to kill Jaws.
What a way. Now let's move to our final rating. By the way, I just want to throw this out there. Not a lot of waves in this movie, like on the shore.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. Like 0 waves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, are there beaches without waves?
I mean, we go to beaches with waves. I'm sure there's some like lagoons or something that's like very calm waters.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I like waves.
Yeah, but there's like none. I feel like you have to have waves, but okay.
All right. So what did you think about the masterpiece Jaws?
I mean, you guys know, it's just a great movie. I mean, Jaws is just such a great horror villain. One of the best. One of the scariest, honestly.
And you don't even have to see him to know he's there.
Yeah, plus with the music, I don't need to go into it. You guys know how it is. I'm going to give this like a 9.3. It's great.
It deserves it, dude. I'm going 9.4. It's a great movie. You can't beat the shark movie. I mean, maybe you could make it a little, like the effects a little better now, but I don't know. The way the story went, the way it was filmed, it didn't take much to make it scary. It was good.
No, yeah, the practical effects, awesome for the time. It was a great movie. Fun, very fun watch.
That is fun. But you know what else is fun?
What?
Surviving shark attacks.
All
So
right.
let's figure out what you do for a shark attack. First of all, you can just stay out of the water. That's one way, right?
Absolutely.
Stay out of Australia in particular. That's where a lot of people go down.
I don't want to go to Australia anyways. There's always like giant bugs. Have you seen the spiders over
Yeah,
there?
that place is known for that stuff.
God,
right?
it's terrifying.
Avoid murky water, dawn and dusk. You don't want to go at those times. Just a little more dangerous. There's fishing activity around. Maybe stay away.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you do come face to face with a shark, you should face it. All right? Don't turn your back on it. Start moving towards the shore, but do it smoothly. Don't thrash.
Why do you say face the shark?
I don't know. It's because of what it says to do.
Oh, these are like official things to do?
Yeah.
Like, where'd you find this?
ChatGPT.
Oh.
You know, sometimes they're wrong. Maybe double check some of it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? If attacked, you should fight back and not play dead. You'll just get eaten.
Yeah, this isn't a bear scenario.
No. You could target the eyes and gills and push that snout. Go for it.
Yeah, my first thought would be try to get the eyes, but man, that's a tough proposition in the water.
Yeah. I mean, just rip whatever you can. If you have a weapon, use it. That's all.
It's explanatory, yeah. Self-explanatory.
So maybe that'll help you guys. I don't know.
Hopefully you guys aren't in that situation.
All right, let's hit some trivia. Mythbusters in 2003 dedicated a special episode to testing whether or not certain things from the film are even plausible. They concluded this: piano wire does not have the tensile strength needed to be used as an adequate shark catching line. Scuba tanks will not explode when shot. We kind of went over that. A great white shark can ram a dive cage with enough force to damage or destroy it.
Oh, interesting.
So all you guys in cages, maybe be a little nervous.
I mean, I just wouldn't go swimming with sharks, even if I'm in a cage.
I know. I see those people do it and they're like, oh, you just have to understand the shark. I'm like, yeah, cool. They're going to eat you one day.
Yeah, I just don't care. I have no desire to do it. Just like jumping out of planes. Don't want to do it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Thank you.
A great white shark has enough power to punch a hole in the side of a wooden boat under the right circumstances, but an example of this happening has never been documented.
So how do we know this?
They're just saying it's possible. They tested it. It's Mythbusters.
Oh, okay.
A shark's maximum striking force is great enough to pull barrels under, but the force a shark can generate in continuous pull is insufficient to keep those barrels underwater for a significant amount of time.
Well, I feel like we kind of saw that. Jaws didn't have him under that long.
He did come back up.
Yeah.
A shark cannot generate enough force to pull a boat backwards with great enough speed that the waves break over the stern.
Okay, but this is a special shark. It's like a juiced up shark. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think they went with the most powerful they could. Punching a shark in the nose, eyes, or gills will cause it to flee or at least back off briefly.
Oh, good. So do that.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, now more movie trivia. This was the first movie to reach the coveted 100 million mark. Basically, this was a box office smash.
Yeah,
It destroyed
100
it.
million for back then is crazy.
I saw something that it was basically a fourth of the population saw it in the US or something crazy like that.
Wild. Who would have thought at that time a shark movie would blow up like that?
That's funny you said blow up.
Oh, yeah.
The shark blew up. I know. Several decades after the film's release, Miss Kidner, or the actress who played Miss Kidner, walked into a seafood restaurant noticed an Alex Kintner sandwich.
That's hilarious.
She commented that she had played his mother many years ago, only to find out Jeffrey Voorhees was the manager of that restaurant, the guy who played Alex.
Wait, her son?
Her son in the movie, the kid who played her son, was a manager at that restaurant.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, what a coincidence. That's
I
cool.
know. Robert Shaw based his performance on a fellow cast member named Craig Kinsbury. So Robert Shaw is Quint, a local fisherman, farmer, and legendary eccentric who was playing the fisherman Ben Gardner. So he kind of based a lot of it off him. Another source came from a vineyard mechanic and boat operator / owner, Lynn Murphy.
Another source of inspiration?
Yeah, those are just the inspiration for Quint.
He was a legendary character. I mean, he was great.
He was great, apparently not the greatest to work with because he had a bit of a drinking problem. Would even drink between takes. Richard Dreyfuss once took his glass, tossed it into the ocean. You never want to do that with a drinker, you know? Because of this, Shaw bullied Dreyfuss for the rest of the shoot, offered him $1,000 to climb the mast and jump into the ocean. And when he refused, would call him a coward and make fun of him in front of everybody. And he even sprayed him with a fire hose. Basically, for the rest of the shoot, he just terrorized him.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a great guy. Also, it doesn't surprise me he was drunk because he kind of looked drunk sometimes.
He did have the look.
Yeah.
He did have the look. Apparently, he tried that USS Indianapolis speech, tried it drunk, couldn't use anything from the take. But the next day he walked in, one take, knocked it out of the park.
Dang.
So
Well, he did great.
A little bit of a gamer. He also ran into trouble with the IRS. Apparently had to flee the country once his scenes were completed. Apparently if he spent more than a certain amount of time in the U.S., he'd face tax liability. I feel like some of this stuff is a little blown out of proportion. Like they made it sound more intense. But he did have issues, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like this one. They said he didn't earn a penny out of it. He was forced to like take all the money and give it to the IRS or something.
Oh, wow. That's brutal.
I don't know. Again, I saw something else that said he made a comment about a different movie that he had to use to pay the IRS. I don't know. Quint's name comes from the Latin word for fifth, and he's also the fifth person to die.
Oh, cool.
Bruce had 4 minutes of screen time. I mentioned that, but he's also named after Spielberg's lawyer. They chose Martha's Vineyard basically because there was like shallower waters where they could use this mechanical shark. That's all.
That's actually where it was filmed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Residents were paid $64 to scream and run across the beach as extras.
Oh, shoot. I would have done it for free.
Apparently, I don't know if this story's true, but apparently Spielberg brought his old buddies Martin Scorsese, I can't say his name, Scorsese,
Yeah, you got
and
it.
George Lucas to check out the 25-foot long monster Bruce, right?
Yeah.
As a joke, they had George Lucas stick his head into it, and then they used the controls to shut it. He got stuck for a minute, it sounded like.
I mean, that'd be hilarious if that's real.
It sounds like a made-up story, but I'd like to think it happened. Quint's boat is named the Orca. You know why?
Killer Well?
Only thing that kills great whites. There were 3 mechanical Bruces. Each one had a specialized function. One was open on the right side. One was open on the left side. The third was fully skinned. Each one cost approximately $250,000.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money for sharks.
Especially back in that day.
I know. That's quite the
Dude.
gamble they made on this film.
Do you think they're still around? Could we get a Bruce?
Well, I mean, we could maybe go see a Bruce.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
So apparently there was reports that they didn't even test Bruce in the water. Like they just went there and threw him in the ocean and it just malfunctioned. But they did test it in water. The problem is they didn't test it in salt water. Salt water did not work well.
Yeah, we already said that.
Yeah, no, I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
Robert Shaw. Oh, okay. So that line I said where he talks about the body of Mary Lee, he ad-libbed it.
Oh, really?
Quint made that one up. Apparently he heard it on some Irish, or it was on an old grave marker in Ireland. I mentioned this, but the first day the model shark was used, sank to the bottom of the ocean.
That would suck. You know how much that must have cost?
Dude, not great. I'm sure they got it. I don't think it was like that far down. They probably got it back up. In the book, Hooper has an affair with Brody's wife. Left it out of the movie.
Yeah, that would have been weird.
There was somebody on the crew that wanted it in the movie, but they fired him.
Richard Dreyfuss?
No, they ended up firing the guy. He wanted like a bunch of like weird stuff in there that was like just stuff that didn't matter, you know?
I guess. I don't know, but I'd imagine.
We don't need to read this one.
I mean,
dude, that was a long one.
It's too much. I don't think you understand from me. It's just you talking and you don't leave me any room for some of the stuff.
No, it's fine.
No, because we need like banter in between sometimes. And it's like,
Dude,
you went over
this
so
movie's-
much.
yeah,
You didn't
but
need
it's
to go
good.
over that much.
Well, dude, there's a lot of stuff you just had nothing to say, so I don't
yeah, but
know
there's
what
nothing
to
to
tell
see.
you.
Okay, if I read, you don't understand though. From my
Dude,
side,
I'm not doing this again. You do it
no,
every
but
time.
you're not listening. I'm telling you, from my side, like I have to like respond to what you say, but you don't ask any questions. You're just like explaining a scene, and sometimes I can come up like if it's a fun scene, but when you just like take everything out of it and explain every single thing, and then you leave me with nothing, it's like there's no questions. Like,
Can we finish this? I don't really care right now.
yeah, but you need to learn to get like
Dude,
to
I
work
don't,
with me a little bit.
I've done the same thing every
You
time.
don't. We talked about it before, and you're like, "Oh, okay, I get it." Like you understand. Then you go right back to doing it again.
Because you say it doesn't matter. Like
I like the long information. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
dude, I'm not changing. I'm doing it the way I do it because I try to put in like stuff that's interesting. We still banter and talk. It's gone long, and you get annoyed with it, and you're
No.
tired because you work.
There's just large portions of where it's just you're going over so many details, and there's really not much like to say about it. It's not like an interesting
What am I
part.
supposed to throw in for you? You want to like be annoyed that it's long, and you're making it.
It's not
annoyed
that
to
it's
be
long. It's more about these gaps of like you're going over just so many
Yeah,
details.
but you
where
get tired of talking where you don't want to jump in. You want to just get it finished.
It's not that I'm tired. It's not that. It's like there's literally nothing to say during parts. Like if I did it to you, you would understand, but you don't understand because you do it.
Trust me, it's gonna be good, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's the same thing we do every time.
This
the
one,
same
this
thing.
one is exceptionally.
But you say this every
slow.
time.
All right, go ahead. Let's finish this.
All right, guys, that concludes our Jaws trivia, and that's the end of the movie. And I'm going to be honest, we just argued for 5 minutes because guess who thinks it's too long again?
I love the attention to detail, but man, that's a lot of
Please
detail.
just let me know in the comments. Do you guys want it shorter? Because I'll make it shorter.
Of course, they don't want it
Well,
shorter.
then please light him up for this because he will not stop. It
Unless
happened
you-
3 times in this episode.
It's just so much information sometimes where I'm like,
You
I don't
gotta
even
get
know. I
over
don't
it.
even know what to say to this.
You got to get over it.
Let us know. Do you like these extremely long episodes? or maybe Dino could lighten up maybe a little bit on the information.
Yeah, let me know. I will take criticism if it's needed.
Okay.
But for now, we got to thank our tribe members. Frederick Blackstone, Alex Seferin, Kevin, Roman Nunez, Jesus Ramirez, Nicole Pets Cats, Santos Laguna, Adam Ty Davis, Jose, Jake the Floppy Snake, Matthew Caesar Minsky, Crazy Meg, Freaking Frog, and Vane. On Patreon, we have Josh Miller, JPZ, Simsara, Sicario, Banky, Drew Castilla, and Tanner Strode. Thank you guys. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much, tribe members. We really appreciate it. And we need to go because it smells like a locker room in here.
And we're approaching that 3-hour mark, so it's time.
Wait, oh, shoot. You know what? You know what I'm going to do for you guys? I'm going to tell you the August lineup.
Well, I mean, we're trying to end it, and you keep delaying it.
Well, I like to tell them what's coming up. You know, when you listen to podcasts, it's cool to like hear, where did I put
I'm
that?
glad you have it ready, too. So anyways,
Where did I put it?
I don't know where you put it. How would I know?
Where's Google?
Oh my God. This is terrible.
See, this is what it's like for me
no,
with
it's
you.
not. It's not at all.
All right, so here's our August schedule. You guys ready?
Yes, we're ready.
So the next movie, Hokum. Then a new movie, Ice Cream Man. Then Insidious, the original. I'd love to go through those, but we're going to hit the original. And then the new one, Insidious Into the Further.
All right, there it is.
Yeah, so so we got a couple new ones. Actually, you know what? All of them are newer movies except for the original Insidious.
The one I'm excited about, well, Hokum and the Ice Cream Man. And the Insidious, dude, honestly, I don't even know the last time I watched that.
I love those movies. So,
Really?
Yeah.
We may have differing views. We'll see.
Thank you guys for hanging out.
We appreciate you guys. Take care, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you so much for sitting through this extremely long episode. I hope you enjoyed every minute of it.
F off.
And if you didn't, let us know.
All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.